Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody from all around the world, hello and welcome to another live stream commentary of The Watch Up with me, your host, Jean-Louis. As we're here, we're live and we're ready to watch the potential retirement fights of two of some of the most demonstrative punchers in this division. Deontay Wilder versus Derek Chisora, redemption or sunset from the standpoint of what we see Derek Chisora in this career with a final definitive win in victory, or will we see Deontay Wilder get back into the column of respected pressure in the higher ups of this division if he can beat a old yet on his groove Derek Chisora, who's won the last three of his fights, including one against Joe Joyce, and potentially get a shot at a one last big name payday in his career. All of that is going to be answered on this fight, on this afternoon if you're here in the States, and if you're at night over in the UK. And we're so glad that you're here with us. We are excited to have you all on the show with us on today. We apologize that we're starting at a little bit later in the card. We had to get back here so that we could stream it. That was one of the things. We had some stuff that we had to handle, but now we're here, we're live, we're making do what we can, and we're going to still give you the biggest of abundance in entertainment, excitement, fun, and talk about the fights as a whole. And mark my words, you don't want to miss all the action, all the intrigue, all of the talking, and all of the fun as we're getting ready. I think we're getting close to the main event as we're discussing right now on the show, and we are right on this live stream, and we are incredibly interested to see if Deontay Wilder can actually pull the trigger against war-ridden Derek Chisora, a brother who always brings it, a brother who's always game, a brother who is continually looking to put pressure, power, dominance, and outright damage on all the opponents that goes into his wake. And with the run of recent success that he's had, potentially put him in a position where he may not actually retire after this fight. He could keep on fighting. Dare I say, he could potentially get a one last hurrah against a legitimate big name. It could be Anthony Joshua if he wins this fight. It could be, dare I say, Usyk yet again if it's all of a sudden, hey, he's got enough momentum from this recent string of wins, including one with Deontay Wilder. Now, we could see this man say, you know what? In the O2 Arena, I think it's the O2 Arena, but wherever this fight is in this last stint of grandeur, I'm actually going, I'm not leaving. He could pull a Leonardo DiCaprio, a Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not leaving. He could actually do that. Who knows what's going to transpire? But either way, we're glad to see you all along for the ride, and we can't wait to see how you all feel about the whole of this afternoon and or night's action on today. If you haven't already, go ahead and leave a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please keep on doing the most important thing, which is to share the show with everybody that you know, so we can keep on building up this empire together, all with you and your support. We can make this thing the hottest show in all the globe. We're small, but we're mighty. We're going to grow into a monolith of a community, all with you at the helm, making us grander as time goes on. And we are so excited to have you all here with us, and we are again going to be calling all the action. We just had a knockout that happened on the most recent fight that came about. Short straight, I think it was a short straight. No, was it left? No, right, because he's an orthodox fighter. Short straight right that put that brother clean out. And now we're getting closer. I think we are, 2 fights away from the main event of the afternoon. Let me go on and make sure that I have my card correct so we can actually keep track of who is next on this whole foray of action. But I would love to know how you all feel, what your predictions is for this fight, and how exactly we can see this whole fight transpire on the day, and if you have upsets are brewing. Because be clear, as much as we can talk about Deontay Wilder being still a big name in this heavyweight division, because he is still a big name, that's not changing. He is still a big commodity. He carries some weight in the whole of this heavyweight era. But he is not the favorite in this fight, nor should he be the favorite in this fight. That is understood. That's a fact. That is no question a fact. He should not be seen as a favorite. As I'm drinking water. He is fighting from behind. He is fighting off the back burner. He is fighting literally a tank in his way. Because at this point in time, there's a lot of people that have written off they have written off Deontay Wilder, excuse me. There is a ton of people that have written off the idea that the Bronze Bomber can shake off the rust that he has incurred on his career and turn back into a menace, a killer. Even though he's upwards of 37, 38 years old, the doubt in his abilities, the doubt in his psyche, the doubt in his persona, and the doubt in his conviction to be able to still be a killer has made everybody really question whether this man should still be in boxing, whether or not he is a commodity that is simply, for lack of a better word, simply just going through the motions. It's there. He wants to win. He wants to try to fight, but he just can't pull himself out of this slump, stupor. Whatever blockade mentally is having him not be able to fight with the same ferocity and throw with the same conviction that has made him the most feared heavyweight of his point in time in his era when he was one of the three kings of the division. So we are like, my goodness, did all of it go away after the last hurrahs of Tyson Fury in their trilogy? Or is there still something left that can be gotten? Something left that can be that can be brought out of Wilder? Something left that can be salvaged of the former most feared man in the heavyweight world of the last era in boxing? And crazy enough, at 38 years, was he 37, 38 years old? At that point in time, he still has the capacity to be one of the most athletic fighters at this division. Mind you, he's bulked up immensely for this fight. I think it's the second heaviest that he's been in his career at about 225, 226. The heaviest he was when he was going up against Tyson Fury when he was about 230 or 235, trying to bulk up completely to get the KO against him in their last trilogy fight. But on average, 215, 212, that's his best weight. 225, that's about what Usyk has come in over the past courses of his career. Some would say that's closer to what we see when Anthony Joshua slimmed down in his career when he was trying to become a more streamlined and leaner fighter, getting away from the bodybuilder type of sentiment. And with that lack of outright size that we see in the heavyweight division, normally that brings a level of speed. That brings a level of real lumbering ability. It's a lot for him to be somebody that can go through and really, quick as a whip, going through and cracking your head to the competition. Does he still have that? Even though he still has the athletic body, seemingly something just seems right. And he could get back to that, but this is the fight that he's going to do it. He might as well show us tonight. But either way, we got a whole bunch of action. We can't wait to call it with you all on this show. We got people in the chat with us on today. Like with Julius. Julius, what's going on with you? How you doing? Talk about Bomb Squad. Well, hey, brother, it could be Bomb Squad. It better be Bomb Squad. We're hoping that we get Bomb Squad on tonight's humbling situation of action. And we do implore that we see Wilder be the best that he can be, because my God, she's going to need it. He's going to need it because Del Boy is going to bring that pressure. He is going to truly amp up the circumstances of attempting to make Wilder really feel frazzled off the back foot. There is not going to be any giving ground from the standpoint of Derek Chisora, because he is going to be right in Wilder's face to be putting the hurt on him. And can Wilder cope with the ability of the pressure, or will he succumb to it like he did against Joseph Parker and against other fighters like Big Bang Jang as well, and ultimately like he did when he went up against the likes of Tyson Fury in their two trilogy fights. But either way, we can't wait to see you all here. We can't wait to call the action with you. Also, Teddy Berkshire, how you doing as well? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you coming out. We are glad that you're here. And again, keep on liking the stream. Keep on sharing the show. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Keep on chatting how you feel in the responses to the whole of the boxing ethos that's going around in the news, in the action, in everything involving this sport. And as night falls in the closer to the wee hours over in the UK. It is right in the midday for us here in the States, and we're all calling this fight, watching to see what's going to happen between two of some of the most vaunted fighters in this division. We're so excited to be here with you all. And see, let me read what we all got to say. Teddy Berkshot ain't got long, not going for anyone specifically, but I feel Chisora is just too aggressive for body work and a whole new training camp and a whole new training team. I say Derek by TKO, ref stoppage in the 6th, and citing the wear and tear that you think is going to incur. And hey, I'm with you. We could see Wilder get stopped. And crazy enough, we got Anthony Joshua in the building. My gosh, wait a minute now. Hold up. Wait a second. For the first time, I think for the first time since the crash that we saw with Deontay in Nigeria that ended in tragedy, we're seeing Anthony Joshua, I think, out and about publicly. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is good. This is well spirits. I'm happy for, hopefully, again, everything is going well and good, and maybe he's eyeing an opportunity that he will fight against the likes of Deontay Wilder if we actually see Wilder beat Derek Chisora. There's still some history with that whole situation of the fight that never was. There is still a rivalry in the fight that never was going that we wanted for a number of years. There is still budding interest that we still want to see the whole of the three former kings of the division going through and having it out against each other sooner rather than later. So maybe there's some leverage of we could see maybe a call out, maybe somebody getting some action if we see the right man win on tonight's episode, or not an episode, but on tonight's fight. Call in the fight live stream. But let me see. Julius, Deontay puts the world back on notice. I hope so. I will hope so. Lord knows I need it to happen. I need to see exactly if we can get Wilder to shake up the heavyweight world one more time. Send a shockwave. We want it. We desire it. We need it. Again, boxing's better when he was in the thick of it as one of the prime figures of this heavyweight division. I'm not going to act like that's not the case. That is the case. That was the case. And it's real. If he can win, my goodness, the world would be a buzz. Everybody would be talking. And justifiably so, because it would be a shock. Also, Al Booker, we see you in the chat as well. What's going on with you? How you doing? We thank you for tuning in and listening to the show. We are glad that you're here on the ride with us for today as we are streaming all throughout the airways and all throughout the show. And we're happy that you all are taking time out with us on this afternoon. Like I said, it's in the middle of the day. So some people we hit it, y'all got work, y'all trying to relax. Everything y'all trying to do is, in fact, trying to unwind. Not fully feel that. But we're going to give you the entertainment to still keep you on the up and up and make you excited. As we're getting ready to go against Bentley versus, is it Saverda? Is it Savita? Savana? Zavenda? Zavindar. Let me turn this up so I can actually hear how to say their names as we're coming up closer to the main event. Bentley 24-21, and I think with 17 KOs. Is it Savinder? Okay, Savinder. That's how you say his name. Savinder going up against Bentley in the next fight on this undercard leading into the main fight of the night. Savinder is 17. Is he 17-2 or 17-4? I think I just missed the record that was on the screen, but for 14 KOs in his career. So it's probably going to be just like in the last fight that we had in the heavyweight clash. Somebody's probably going to end in a knockout, almost assuredly. So it's going to be probably a pretty quick decision. Also, Burr, what's going on with you? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming up on the show and being here with us on today. Technique as well. How you doing? Thank you for showing up and showing out. Everybody who's tuned in on the show, we're glad that you're here. We appreciate you on the live. Keep on liking the stream. Keep on sharing the show. Salute to everybody that's going on. And we're excited. We're all here to see if Wilder's got one more bomb squad left in him, or if we can see Del Boy Derek Chisora come through and genuinely continue this streak of unforeseen success as he has touted retirement, touted that he's going on a tour to go and end off his career. But if he wins this fight, who knows where he's going to go from here? And I would strongly think that this may not be the end of war-driven Derek Chisora if we can see him get this victory. My gosh, what would be the matches that we could see incur? I dare say we could see Derek Chisora versus Moses Talma if he does get this victory. I'm not putting that out of the equation. I'm not putting that out of the norm as a potential real game fight, because he's been working. The buddy's been working. Let me see. Julius, I think with him stating that he's healed now is getting interesting for the heavyweight boxing. He's coming for Usyk, Tyson again, and Anthony Joshua. I always felt Anthony was too slow for Wilder anyways. And like, it will be. Again, the healing of Deontay Wilder, whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically, in all aspects, we're happy about, if that is true. However, what has been the frustration is the fact that since getting exposed as to what the weakness of Wilder is and what is the way to beat him, we have not seen him have the full rounded retooling necessary to make it so that, as we've seen these other heavyweights in the boxing world, old and young, change and evolve, Wilder has stayed the same. And he's somewhat been left behind. For all of the speed, which again, speed is the biggest instance as to what makes Wilder such a damaging and dangerous threat for the entirety of this division. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. The biggest thing for Wilder that has made him such a vaunted and feared prospect in the world of boxing has been the fact that his speed is what kills everybody. His speed makes him almost unreactable when he wants to go and close the distance. However, with the loss of athleticism, because there has been a loss of athleticism that's turned about for all of the older era heavyweights, and also with Deontay Wilder, it has seemingly, at least in my perception, caused kind of a delay in circuitry when it comes to making the move necessary to get the job done that you want to get done. That's what it seems like. For real. And, with a slight switching of gears as we get ready to call the fights that's between Severde and Bentley. That's been the biggest issue with Deontay Wilder. Everything about Wilder has been the explosiveness of him coming through and knocking out opponents with the quickness of closing the gap. 80-inch reach, but also he's moving with the speed of a light heavyweight. He's closing distance of somebody like a middleweight when it comes to committing to the shot. That has been a kinetic chain of fluidity that the heavyweight division, they just couldn't react to. Even Tyson Fury could not deal with that from the standpoint of he got caught with it. When he gave Wilder time to get set, when the green light went off for Wilder, even he couldn't adapt and get away from that shot that put him down 4 times in their collective rivalry. That was the most elusive heavyweight that we had in the division. The best heavyweight at that point in time that we had in boxing. Justifiably slow. So with every metric of size, strength, and boxing ability, coupled with the biggest thing that most of the division didn't have, movement, feet work. And so it seemed to be even that almost unbeatable combination got almost beat by the rudimentary yet speedy athletic body of Deontay Wilder. But with that going away, it's less effective. With that going away, it's less conducive to the same success. And so now we're saying, man, what's going to happen? How is he going to be able to combat this and get his biggest weapon back into him. As again, we're getting ready to call on my stream. They're doing the introductions and they're getting ready to call the rounds. Getting ready to the bell's getting ready to the bell is getting ready to ring for the next fight to happen. So we are getting ready to get that take place. If I'm behind on your stream, I do apologize. If I'm ahead on your stream, I also do apologize. So I can, because over here, sometimes with these streaming situations, it can be delayed or sped up as we are now into round one of this fight. Let me get my sound ready. There we go. Here we go. Calling the action on the time right now. Bentley versus Severda going in on round one of this fight. Really, it was closer. Severda in the white, not white, in the blue trunks. Bentley in the black, in the, what was that, green, teal's kind of swamp green trunks, kind of. If you want to go by gloves, Bentley in the black gloves, Severda in the blue. That is blue, right? That is blue. I know I know my glasses are clean, but they got a little bit dirty before I get on stream. I think the kind of grayish blue gloves on the way. But let me see. What time does the main event start? It's supposed to be, like Julie says, around 3:30 Eastern, 5 o'clock over in the No, I'm sorry. I think it's not 3:30, 5 Eastern. I think it's 5 Eastern over here in the US. And I think like 9 something over there in the UK, because I think this is this the co-main event, or is this the fight before the co-main? Oh, excuse me, is this the co-main event, or is this the fight before the co-main event? I am not exactly sure. Let me go do I'll do a quick check in between rounds, as we can still call the action and call the fight. As again, we got Bentley with the jab, Severda with the jab as well, responding in kind. Severda got Bentley to the ropes, trying to do some work on the inside with the double hook to the body. Both of them clinch up and angle back out, moving back to the center of the ring. Minute 20 left in round one of this fight between Severda and Bentley. Good straight right hand by Severda on Bentley, jab by Bentley to the body, jab to the head by Bentley, going and trying to land a good right hand on the head of Severda, but just grazes him. Bentley still keeping his composure with that high guard, looking to apply some pressure. Jab to the body, good hook up top as he switches levels, but still Bentley clinches up and throws a little bit of rabbit punches on the inside in the clinch. This ain't nearly as exciting as the last fight was. That was before this fight with Bentley and Severda. Good three-punch combination by Severda as Bentley is on the ropes. Bentley tries to respond with a hook, but again misses. Back into the clinch, Severda lands with a couple of short shots on the head, as again they're clinching up yet again, trying to work on the inside, trying to gain some leverage. 30 seconds into round one of this fight, a very kind of voluminous but not necessarily uber action-packed affair. Good 1-2 by Severda that lands on Bentley as Bentley tries to get out the way. 15 seconds left in round one of this fight. Bentley still jabbing, but on the back foot. Good jab by Severda. Severda's doing some pretty good work. He's doing some pretty good work as the round is over. Before this first occasion, let me make sure I keep on checking what exactly the card is and who exactly is getting ready to be next. So I want to make sure that I have everything according to what's supposed to be happening. Let's see. So it's Bentley versus Severda. Not Severda, I'm sorry. Or is it Savendra? I need to hear the commentary again. Either way, it's Bentley versus injury that you're seeing right now. Vidal Ridley's fighting next in the co-main event, and then it's Derek Chisora. So we got one fight left before the main event with Vidal Ridley, who crazy enough was a YouTuber who came into the actual boxing world, and now I think he's fighting for one of the Commonwealth Championships over in the UK, and he's been legitimately working and actually turning into a good boxer, going through the actual route of the tenure of becoming a true contender in the cruiserweight division. And he's actually been putting in some good work. So hey, we can't wait to see how that goes as we're starting round two right now on our stream. And so we can't wait to see it as we're going into round two. Jab by I know I'm saying his name wrong, and I'm really trying to make sure I get it right. I'm trying to hear how the commentary said it so I can say it correctly. As they're both in the clinch with each other. And again, this is some they're doing some good work with each other in terms of Bentley and Saavedra. That's what it Saavedra, not Severde. Saavedra. My apologies. Saavedra is the one that's doing good work. Saavedra is the one that's looked really good in this fight, throwing good combinations on the inside, working and keeping even in the clinch. His aggression and his shot selection still on pace and on point to still continue to take advantage of the leeway given. Good shots by Saavedra as Bentley starts to bounce off the ropes, trying to recluse and get out the way and absorb some of this punishment. Bentley really isn't doing a whole lot. Instead of outside of just trying to throw jabs and keep his distance, he's trying to figure out this puzzle of how do I score on Saavedra, who is consistently landing on me, and seemingly when the gap closes, I can't get any momentum at all at this point in time. Minute and 10 left in round two. Good shots against Saavedra. Again, good shots by Saavedra. Yet again, keeping the pressure and throwing good jabs and good hooks and good straights that are just Bentley just at this point in time. It just feels a little bit overwhelming for him. Again, I know it's only round two, but it is the reactions of Bentley. He is not able to really find his own answer to kind of level out this level of production. Good counter by Saavedra on Bentley. Another 5-punch combination, by Saavedra. Saavedra's really already starting to push or pull away in terms of perceived skill level. Good jab by Saavedra. Big swing and a miss by Saavedra that almost lands on Bentley's head. 10 seconds left in round two. Two good shots by Saavedra as the round is over. But again, we still got more to talk about that we can have discussions with in the bigger sports world, because everybody's here for Wilder versus Chisora. The action's good, but we understand also that we got some people that also want to discuss a little bit more stuff, and we can talk about the aftermath of this fight. If Wilder wins, who would you want to see him fight next? Because Wilder's walking in the building now, as you can see on screen. He's getting ready, getting prepped and getting acclimated, ready for what is going to be the inflection point for his career. If he does get this win, who would you want to see him fight next in this boxing tenure? And Burr, you say I think he would retire. If he wins, I don't know if he retires. I think Wilder still feels. I guarantee you Wilder still feels the confidence that if I win, I'm still a big threat for everybody in this division. And I'm still the upwards of $100 million man. Because with Usyk, I almost got a big payday to fight for his belts. And I didn't even deserve it. So I don't think he retires because I think he still sees himself as a threat. Just need to get a win under my belt to let everybody know I'm still here and you should be afraid. So I don't know if he retires, but Julius, you said that he would fight Usyk. I mean, yeah, he can. And again, as the round starts on, as the next round starts on the stream for Saavedra versus Bentley. But you say he fights Usyk. He said he have unfinished business. Well, I don't know what unfinished business he has with Usyk outside of the deal that didn't happen. Nobody thought he was going to beat him. I would think the better opportunity would be Anthony Joshua. That's what I would think. Because Usyk's already said, I don't even know if Usyk is looking at Wilder now that he's gotten his, again, one freebie of a fight with Rico. A good 3-punch combination by Saavedra on Bentley. And Severde again still keeping Bentley on the road. I mean, Bentley at this point in time is just getting overwhelmed, and he is with his only two punches in combinations. He's getting outbeaten and outworked at this point in time. And so, oh, okay. I'm sorry, Julius. I see you. You say he's got in general unfinished business of what he needs to do in this division. Okay, that clears up a little bit. Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that. But again, I think the best business is AJ. Usyk is probably going to fight Wardley after this, and then ultimately look for a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury. That's his trajectory. Tyson Fury wants to go and fight against the likes of Anthony Joshua and ultimately Usyk in his third fight. But he's got to get through Makhmudov. And I would imagine if we saw Wilder and AJ face off, winner of that, before getting to Usyk, probably fights against Tyson Fury, because that it seems like that would be the, it kind of works out. Usyk out of the championship picture, AJ out of the championship picture, Wilder out of the championship picture. If they want to get back fully in it, they need they need to essentially eliminate each other from the vicinity. Because right now they're all in some way, shape, or form at least part of the discussion. You got to weed them out to make it so that you eliminate everybody else as again the round three is over. And so let me see. I got Wilder winning this fight. And Berg, you got Wilder winning. I got Chisora. I have Chisora winning this fight. I think Chisora is going to knock out Wilder. I don't think Wilder has the capacity to pull the trigger and land the right hand on the presser-driven Chisora, even though it's there. Now, if we saw him throw some uppercuts, also that would be an immense help. But he's gotten away from throwing uppercuts as well. And if he does, he's not throwing it with the same pop that you would want to see him throw for somebody who is one of the most vaunted punchers that we've seen. That Usyk undercard is looking pretty fire though. In fact, let me actually look up and see what that undercard looks like. I know it got announced. Let me see exactly who's on the undercard as we are in round 4 of this fight right now. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that ain't bad. Wait a minute. That ain't bad at all. I can answer again. We're watching round 4 right now. Severde is really starting to pull away in this fight, in my estimation, against Bentley. Good 3-punch combination by Bentley. Good straight right by Severde that catches Bentley behind the guard. I'm looking up the undercard. Hold on, wait. I'm going to the rings official website. Let me pull up what the undercard's looking like right now, so we can actually see what is transpiring. Wait, I don't know why it's a dark screen. Hold on a minute. It shouldn't be dark. It should be something's coming up. There we go. Actually, if you can see it, or you should be able to see it now. Who the words fight? Hamzat Shiraz? Hamzat Shiraz versus the Lim, or Leem. Jack Cannibal versus Giyasov. Frank Sanchez versus Richard Torres. Mizuki Hiruda's fighting. That's not bad. That's not bad. That was a main event that we don't care about at all in terms of Rico Verhoeven. I'm not lying, especially those last 4 fights, and specifically those last 3. Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That is not bad. That is not a bad amalgamation of matchups and talent going up against each other. Specifically, Frank Sanchez versus Richard Torres. That's the fight that, for me, that's the most appealing or intriguing fight to me with 42 seconds left in round 4 of this fight, because I've been wanting to see Richard Torres take that big leap in elevation against a guy that has some real world experience and show I'm on a real world level. I have yet to see that in the last performances I've seen from Richard Torres. And we've been talking about him in comparison to Mo Talma. People have been saying this brother's on that level. I've been saying he's not. If he's going to show me that he deserves to be in that same conversation, this is the fight to prove to me, in my opinion. So I want to see it. I do want to see it. Let me see it. Mizuki Hiruda is a super talented fighter. I like her style, and yeah, again, like I said, she's a part of this card with that last four. Hey man, it's gonna be very interesting. But let me see. Julius, I got $800 on Wilder, and the only card payout is 1,900. Hey brother, hey look, do what you gotta do. Hey, I'm telling you right now, do what you gotta do, and if you make some dough, I ain't got hey, more power to you. If you win, throw some money my way, and I'm all for it. I'm all for making it happen. And like I said, it's crazy to hear that Wilder is the underdog, because generally, outside of the top of this division, he was always seen as the favorite. He was always seen as the man that was going to go and destroy the competition in its way, and it was going to be a given that he comes through and completely, does what he does, seeks and destroys, and everybody who makes money off of him is going to be because you got the under on when he was going to knock out this opposition, because it was a given. It's weird to think of Wilder as a underdog in the heavyweight world. It's very strange. It's unusual. It's uncommon. And it's like, this is not what I thought we would see Deontay Wilder become. I'll be completely honest. It's not. It's not. This perception, it's not what I thought. Like I said, you make money on him, hey, all well and good. Hopefully, I'm not encouraging betting, but hopefully, if you did make an informed opinion, this channel may have helped you out, and you may think, you know what, the risk may be worth the reward if it comes about. Because if you lose money, hey, I don't want to be the one to say, I told you so, nor do I want to be the one that you're going to blame if I lose some dough, or if you lose some dough. Lord knows, I don't want to be held responsible for charges incurred on if you don't make out your investment. But even still, it's just, this is not what I thought we would see from the landscape of Wilder at this stage in his career. And so it's a strange world. I'll say this: we see Sandovar going through as the round has started, and he's actually pressuring Bentley yet again on the day. And also, even as we're calling the fights, we can still talk about some of the other action involving the boxing landscape beyond just Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora. We can talk about Ryan Garcia and the fight with seemingly the fight is going to be happening between him and Teofimo Lopez. I'm still out the blue. I did not expect that fight to actually be the thing to take place, and the fact it's actually happening, I'm like, oh my gosh. Legit, it threw me for a loop. It had me shocked and surprised that was actually in the cards to happen, especially with it being the first defense of Ryan Garcia at 147. I didn't think Ryan Garcia was going to have another fight unless it was with Rolly Romero. Again, with Rolly fighting Devin Haney, that fight, yeah, that was going to happen. But unless it was against somebody that was just, easy work fodder and not necessarily so dangerous at this division, all it was for Devin Haney to handle his business, get his win, and then we finally get the big fight that we've waited on seeing. And so I'm low-key, I'm not surprised that Ryan Garcia is looking to take this opportunity, but I am surprised that with what's seemingly on the horizon, he is taking this opportunity to seemingly, we fight Newsick. So I'm like, man, I mean, the buddy doesn't duck smoke. We've said that before, and credit to him, but it's just my word, man. Talk about really pushing the envelope. That is what he's doing, and it's crazy. But let me see how Andy Cruz wants a rematch against Murataya. Who's winning? I mean, I would think I would think Murtaya. I would think that now, granted, that fight was an incredibly close fight. Be clear. That fight was a phenomenal fight. That fight was stupendous. I loved that fight. It was wonderful. And it was close. It was really close. Murtaya deserved the victory. Andy Cruz was fighting great. The question is, could Andy Cruz have fought better on that night? Could he have? Could Andy Cruz have fought better on that night? And if the answer is no, Murtaya wins the rematch. Murtaya wins the rematch. Because that was a phenomenal fight, and Murtaya just was able to, as the rounds got later and later, be the more demonstrative and effective puncher, even though he was throwing single shots. His ability to nullify, or rather render, the offense and the volume of Andy Cruz, not useless, but mitigated enough that he was able to match it and overwhelm it with the better punches that were landed. I don't know if Andy Cruz could have fought any better. I would love to see that rematch, but I would Murtaya, I would think, should be the man that should be favored. He should be the man that should be favored. Now, the real question is, Murtaya, I believe he's still at 135. I don't believe he has moved up yet. If we don't see the rematch with Murtaya and Andy Cruz, do we see one of them attempt to say, you know what, I want to move up and I want to take on the, good shot by Sandoval, good shot by Bentley as well, as we had a minute 42 in round 6. Could we see one of them move up if we don't see that rematch happen? I would think maybe we're more inclined to see if Murtaya doesn't fight against the likes of a potential Abdullah Mason or a Flo Schofield, because he right now he is amongst the top of the division. Everybody sees him as the, this cat, he's good. He's really good. And crazy enough, and Burr, I see you, Murtaya should fight Shakur, but that's never going to happen. It could have happened if Shakur had not gotten stripped of his title at 135 when he did move up to fight Tio at 140 by the WBC. He wanted to move back down and go still reign at that division, still rule at that division, because he had only moved up to fight Tio and was going to come back and still try to get all the other belts. So that fight with Murtaya, it was on the table. It was an option. Just like the fight with Abdullah Mason and Shakur was an option. So that fight still could be a possibility. If we see Murtaya say, you know what, I want to take my chances. I'm already in the conversation with Shakur. I'm going to go up and try to see if I can challenge him. Move up, get maybe 1 or 2 wins. I'm already a former champion. Or current champion, excuse me. So I can throw some weight around and try to skip the line. Give me the shot. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that as a potential opportunity as we see the round end on the third to last fight on this card. Who wins that fight, Schofield or Murtaya? That's a good one. Schofield loses this fight. Schofield loses that. Schofield loses that. Now, Schofield has the bum rushing power that he would be able to shock Murtaya. He'd be able to shock him. He's got more power than Andy Cruz. And he's not nearly as slick, but because of that, he fights in a very much aggressive pattern that looks to damage you early. Really early. So if he catches Murtaya early in that fight, it could change the whole complexion, just like we saw it change with when he fought against Tevin Farmer. When he fought against Tevin Farmer, he went through and completely decimated. He destroyed him. He landed quick, and he didn't even give Tevin Farmer time to recover. He did not give him time to get in rhythm. in Tevin Farmers, but has been through wars with the likes of Zepeda twice. And arguably he should have beat him on one or both of those occasions, as we are on round 7 of this third to last fight between Severde and Bentley. But he arguably should have beat him too. He arguably should have beat him on one or both of those occasions when it came to Zepeda versus Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer. And now that type of tested chin, he got out of there. Murataya can take some great shots, but Schofield is one of the people in this division that can put anybody in this division to sleep. He can. He can put anybody in this division to sleep without warning, without notice. Murataya, though, is a fighter that would also be able to make Schofield look rudimentary and knock him out in the process. Oh, wait, Bentley, wait a minute now. Bentley's on the ball. Wait a second, Sandoval's in trouble. Sandoval's hurt. Oh my gosh, Sandoval's hurt. Oh, shoot. Severde's done. Oh, it's a knockout. Oh my gosh. Oh, shoot. Bentley just got the KO and just got the stoppage. Oh my gosh. Butter. Saavedra just got stopped by Bentley. Oh shoot, that came quick. That came out of nowhere. They were trading rounds left, right, and center. They were going tit for tat at one point and going and switching momentums. Next thing you know, Bentley, I don't know what punch caught him. But Bentley, what was it? Oh, it was a straight. Oh, it was a straight off of a counter that got Saavedra in trouble. And then he unloaded the clip. He unloaded the clip and tried to get the stoppage. Oh, shoot. My gosh. That's shocking. That was what? 15 punches unanswered as he was wobbling on shaky legs, trying to survive. Oh my goodness, my gosh, that came quick. That came insanely fast. I was not expecting that, my goodness. What were we saying? What were we talking about? Hold on. What? What were we just talking about? I just lost my train of thought. What the world just happened? What were we? We were discussing. Shoot! What the world were we discussing? That knockout completely. That stopped me in my tracks. that knockout stopped me in my tracks. Schofield and Murataya. That's what I was saying. Murataya has the ability to put Schofield out and make it a long, arduous boxing lesson. He's that good of a boxer. Not just a fighter, not just a puncher. He's that good of a boxer. If Schofield has to go fighting late, he can get outclassed really easily. And that's me saying I want to see Schofield be great, and I think he's got some talent. But Murataya, at this point in time, that's a different playing field. That I want to see that fight take place, and that's a fight that needs to happen. But I firmly got Murataya winning that. I firmly got him winning that. Probably by unanimous decision, if I had them going up against each other in the fight. Also, real quick, let me go and open the window, get a little bit more lighting into this room. It's a little, you can't see it, but it's a little gloomy. I think I actually need to change the lights in this studio room for a little bit. Hold on a minute. Let me get some light going. Let me open up the window and get some real sunshine on the day. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. Hopefully that looks a little bit more lively inside the room. Hey, see, look at that, look at that. All of a sudden, everything looks a little bit more welcoming, a little bit more eye-opening. Let me see. Oh, who's that man? Oh, who's the man that's gonna beat Hamza? Who? Who's gonna beat him? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If if we're gonna be serious, if we're gonna be serious, he's the best pick would be Carlos Adames. Let's be real. Let's be real. Listen, the best pick for who could beat the likes of Hamzat Shiraz right now would be Carlos Adames. It would be. That's the best bread and butter. If it's not him, it's not Edgar Berlanga. It's sure enough ain't Edgar Berlanga. He got put out. It wouldn't be. Uh, I would say Lester Martinez could do it. I would say in Billy, I don't think in Billy would be able to do it. And it sounds crazy to say because both Lester and Billy had a knockdown drag out ball with each other. I don't think in Billy would beat Shiraz because in Billy gets tagged so much and the power that Shiraz is carrying up here, even though it would be, oh, he would be getting pressured. I think in Billy would get tagged too much and that it would be too detrimental. And Billy is there to get hit as much as he can cause people to get hit with his pressure. But against Shiraz, I think that's the guy that might make that game plan backfire. I think it might, especially with how tall he is in that range. He's going to be falling into those slicing shots that Shiraz has, that we've seen. If they do damage, my gosh, man, it will only compound and he will get you out of there quick. And I think stylistically, that's a horrible matchup. I think that's a horrible matchup. So I don't think Billy could beat him. Canelo could, because he's Canelo. But even still, everything that we said about Canelo, why he wouldn't want to fight David Benavidez, that same thing would be on the same foray. Not in the same skillful vein, but in a similar vein with Shiraz. Am I wrong? From the height to the power to the leverage to you looking like, oh, this brother can get up to, he can potentially weigh up to 175, 180 on the night of the fight easily with the power to boot and with a frame that just looks like it shouldn't be built for this division, even though this is a big division. Like, it's hard pressed for me to say that Canelo could do it, but it could be tough. It could be tough. It's a short list of names. It really is short. Again, Canelo, Carlos Adames, Lester Martinez are about the best three I can see that would absolutely be able to do it. People may want to bring up, Charlo's still there. Charlo could still have a shot. We've said this countless times before, but we don't know what Charlo looks like at one. Let me see Charlo after Rescindes. And even if we see him against Rescindes, that still may not be enough to give me confidence. Okay, one, he's back in full force to be able to do something great. And two, that he's got the skills at this point in time to beat Shiraz, even if we say he's looking good. So it's not many up there. It really ain't. I would be on, it wouldn't be mad for me to say that I would favor Shiraz as one of the three biggest people to go for undisputed in this division. If there's a chance to get all the belts, he would be one of the three that I would say that could do it. He'd be one of the three I could say could get it done. That would be, the road would absolutely, not just because he's a champion, but he would have to go through it. He would have to. Let me see. I feel like the weakest link at 168 is Resendiz. I mean, maybe, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong at all in that sentiment. He is not. He shocked everybody by beating Caleb Plant when Caleb Plant was building up to fight against Charlo, in terms of Jamal Charlo, at 168 when they were both finally going after the kindled rivalry that had been for upwards of 4 years in the making after Caleb Plant slapped Charlo across the head. And Resendiz he beat up Caleb Plant. Didn't just beat him, he beat him up. It wasn't even a close fight. It was a good fight, but it wasn't close. Resendiz deserved to win. And Resendiz was the better fighter. The only people that had beaten Caleb Plant had been Canelo, had been Benavidez up until that point. McCumbee almost got him out of there, but then he ultimately knocked him out. And then now Resendiz. So he deserves some respect because of that win. But yeah, he isn't up there. In fact, he's not even ranked in the on a couple of people's top 10. On my top 10, he's not there. Neither should Caleb Plant be. But regardless, he's in there. For some, not for all. Diego Pacheco, I've kind of dulled down my hype for Diego Pacheco. Looking at him more, putting the fandom aside and trying to look at him in a more objective view. So I don't have him as one of the favorites to go and take this division. Iglesias, as we talked about, who I believe is fighting next week, he's the brother who we've all been saying, hey man, he is a boogeyman that everybody should be very skeptical of, as to this man can ruin a lot of people's plans in this division. He really can. He really can. And if we want to pick a guy that can go through and beat Shiraz, he should be one of those names. He can be one of those names. Because he's got both the reach and the build and the power to do everything you need to do to put Shiraz in potentially a worse situation he was in when he fought against Carlos Adames. To where you're not just getting tagged, but now you're getting hurt. We can see that. We can absolutely see that. Let me see. It's safe to say Canelo is still king at 168, even though he has no title. Yes, even though Canelo is nowhere involved or it has no belts in this game, and it is a legitimate free-for-all right now in the most wide open race for 168 that we've seen since Canelo got to this division. It's never felt more free, and it's never felt like there's been more contenders in Canelo's era since up until this point in time. Never. Absolutely never. And because of that, everybody feels like a viable threat to make the world see him as vulnerable. But he's still, the world runs through him. The world runs through the likes of Canelo even to this day without reproach. You can still say now he's the best super middleweight in the world. You can still say Canelo is still the best guy in this division from a talent perspective, and there would be no discussion. It'd be hard pressed to say there would be a discussion. Why? Because it's Canelo. It's Canelo. I mean, for real. Let's not mince words about it. We can talk about the degrading skill set. We can talk about the athleticism going down. We can talk about all of that stuff and the problems that we've seen with Canelo at this point in his late career. He still is being talked about, justifiably so, as there's nobody that can really beat him that we should favor in this division. Because before Crawford, if it wasn't Benavidez and maybe the size of Hamza Shiraz, we weren't picking anybody else to beat Benavidez or to beat Canelo. We weren't picking Christian and Billy. We weren't picking Lester Martinez. We were saying Iglesias was under uh, an under the radar threat that we better be afraid of. But most people weren't picking him. We weren't picking Diego Pacheco. We showed up weren't picking Resendez to beat Canelo. See, he was the man before, and he should still be seen as the man now. He should. He should. And then that's the thing. Let me see. Hamza is not. Hamza is not signing that contract. I mean, like, maybe he will. We've seen fortune change differently, and all of a sudden we see people do stuff that we were like, oh my gosh, we didn't think it was actually going to happen. No issue there. No problem there. And so we maybe could see it. I would hope we see him sign that deal, but hey, it's up to ultimately it's up to him to make that decision. And if he does, we're gonna be in support of it. No question about it. But even still, hold on, wait a second. We got some time. Let me take a quick swig of water. I'm trying to make sure I'm still hydrated as we're calling through this stream and this file. I'm also trying to make sure while we're talking that this stream is still working like it's supposed to, and that we ain't got no trouble coming about. But let me see. Crazy to say Canelo is not having that Cinco de Mayo fight card. Benavidez is though. But once you have that card, you can say you. I mean, yeah. Be clear. The biggest reason why Canelo didn't take this card was not just because of. It wasn't just because of the elbow injury. He was trying to make sure that he was prepared for what he wanted, which was a rematch with Terrence Crawford. He wanted a rematch with Terrence Crawford. He needs and desires a rematch with Terrence Crawford. That is one of the biggest driving forces surrounding him as a fighter. He wants that rematch with Terrence Crawford. He was willing to give up that spot in May to fight Terrence Crawford. And so now that plans have changed, be clear, this is a sign of the times. The fact that he's not in Cinco de Mayo and the fact that Benavidez finally has gotten the stigma of Benavidez being overshadowed by Canelo, that has finally run its course. And we're seeing Benavidez get into the positions that he should have been in a long time ago. It should have been both of them were fighting on Cinco de Mayo. It should have been that weekend, should have been both of them. It should have been that one of those weekends was supposed to be Benavidez versus Canelo for the Undisputed Championship on Cinco de Mayo in Mexico. It was supposed to be that kind of event. But Benavidez still, for a long time, was robbed of said opportunity. He wasn't given the rightful chance. He wasn't given the option to be able to do the stuff that we said, hey, your position dictates that you should get this shot. And now that he's getting this respect with Canelo out of the picture, and with him, again, it's not just that Benavidez making his own legacy. We're seeing where we're at right now, which I love. I love and I appreciate. Also, real quick, let me put my camera on like it needs to be. Hold on a minute. Let me just tweak this just a tad to make it show that we are level and even. But that's the truth. That's the bold-faced truth. Benavidez is now ascending to where he was supposed to be for a number of years. But because of Canelo, he was constantly overlooked and overwhelmed and seen as, hey, you're out of this equation. That was the truth. And now that it's not, everything's so much better for Benavidez. And everything is able to work and feel like it's supposed to, and I'm excited for it. Truly, I am. Really, truly, really, and truly, I am. And also, real quick, if you see me choppy on screen, I don't know why. I've been trying to figure this out under the radar. If you see me looking like I'm skipping frames, I don't know why that's the case. I'm trying to move as fluid as possible. I'm even trying to give the camera a chance to pick me up by staying stationary. But I don't know what else I can do. So at this point, we might just have to rock. Okay, this is gonna have to be what it is. But regardless of which, we still gonna talk and we're still gonna conversate. We're getting ready for the coming event right now, but we got more stuff in boxing that we can cover and that we can delve into. In our discussions for the world of boxing. And my gosh. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do we have something breaking? Do we have something breaking? We might have something going on. We might have is something breaking down? I'm looking at this, something. Okay, never mind. I thought I was seeing something with Devin Haney and Rolly Romero, and I thought some news had broke about that fight either getting signed or they were getting, or it was like negotiations are close, but it's not real, not valid. My apologies. My mistake. That's a mulligan on my part in trying to go through and potentially break something. But no, that's not happening. But what is happening, however, that is actually true. It looks like we got what we covered in the past with the likes of O'Shaquie Foster and another fighter who we had seen, hey man, at 135, this man could be a real monster. People talking about him versus Tank or him amongst the other levels of the higher divisions, and he's looking like a real menace. Him against Emmanuel Navarrete could be a fight that we would love to see. We are also now in talks with getting a fight with him and Raymond Ford at 130 pounds for the title in another defense of his championship. So if that does happen, that can be good. That can be good. That can be really good. And if O'Shaquie Foster wins that, now I would want to see him move up to 135 and or straight up call out Emmanuel Navarrete. Because right now, those two are some of the highest touted talents in this division. And especially now Emmanuel Navarrete now. And I want to see Emmanuel go up against O'Shaquie Foster. Be clear. I want to see Navarrete go up against him. I need to see Navarrete go up against him. That would be a very entertaining and bloody affair if we saw that take place. Let me see. The two belts is a option. Let me see. The two belts is the better option, and it makes sense. They're both under top rank. I mean, yeah. And mind you, everybody's under the zone now. So, like, even if they were not both under top rank, guess what? It would still make sense. See, here's the beauty of this whole situation with the zone having everything under the sun signed to them in terms of a promotional standpoint. They got Quisenberry, they got Matchroom, they got Top Rank. The only other big player they don't have is the PBC. Shoot, they got Golden Boy under their regime as well as a broadcasting affiliate. It is everybody's in a different house, but they're all in the same neighborhood. The HOA is still the zone for all of these other promotions. So because of that, everybody has to look at the likes of them as like we have to work together. We can't. We're gonna get paid, and we don't have to worry about any. We are all connected in some sort of synergy chain because we're all tied to literally the same boat. Even if it was a top rank, that fight would still make sense to happen. And because of that, that's why we're getting a lot of fights that we want to see. That's why it's getting a whole lot easier to make a lot of these big-time matchups and a lot of the fanfare involving big-time fights and uber-exciting events. It's because we don't got to compete in the same demonstrative way anymore, at least in this fashion of outright, you stay over there and I stay over here. We actually can, and to a big degree, we have to work together. So yeah, I'm happy for it. I'm excited. No question, I'm excited for it. Let me see. Now see, Bert. Uh, now, I for one, I for one, am not the biggest fan of UK rap. I don't think it's gotta go though. There are some, okay, it's really good. If you want to hear some really good stuff, crazy stuff about these old folks, Pete and Boss. If you haven't heard of them, go look them up. It's on TikTok and you can actually listen to their stuff wherever you can find music. I'm telling you, Pete and Boss, that rap, that's good. They can actually go. It's two people, they're like 80, 90 years old. That legit. They can go. They got something. Somebody writes their raps for them. I don't care. They good. That rap, that's good. And they got some people out of the UK. They got some good stuff. But there's some that it ain't my cup of tea. It ain't. But my gosh, I'm gonna tell you, the one people that you should listen to if you want to, what I wish a lot of the other rap game was in the UK, Pete and Boss. Look them up. It's got like it shouldn't be sounding good, but it actually does sound good. It's ridiculous to say. Not all of their songs, but the ones that they get right, they bad, man. They bad. I'm gonna tell you. Let me see. Love King, I see you in the chat. How you doing? Oh wait, hold on. That's the wrong sound cue. Excuse me. Hold on a minute. Let me get back to the main thing. Here you go. Love King, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Fight night/day, baby. Let's go, Bomb Squad. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is time for the co-main event. Vidal really fighting. I believe this is for a Commonwealth Championship, but I'm telling you, Ridley, crazy enough, is actually fighting for a belt that he went through the actual ringer of the boxing world. In the way that we said that we want to see Jake Paul actually go and elevate his talent and career, we're seeing Ridley actually do it the right way in terms of getting actual experience, working his way up through the competition around his level as he looks to get into legitimate championship aspirations. And crazy enough, he's already won on a level of, okay, there's some real world acclaim that he can actually be a part of. He's not the greatest thing, but he's actually working through and doing well. And so I'm excited for it nonetheless. And we're going to see him come back and started out working with KSI and was on Misfits. And now, 17 fights later, excuse me, he's actually turned into a pretty decent, polished boxer. Eking his way up into, if he wins this fight for the transition, again, I think it's for the Commonwealth, he will get a real look on the actual world stage, which is crazy to say. Let me see, Jake Paul versus Oscar. You talking about Oscar De La Hoya in an actual fight? Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Wait a second. You talking about Jake Paul and Oscar De La Hoya, they fighting against each other in an actual fight? Or are you saying in a promotional sense? This is a Jake Paul, Oscar type of MVP level matchup. So even though I don't know if, I can't remember if he's signed with MVP or not. Trying to hear who's exactly he's promoted with. But either way, not really sure exactly what this means, Jake Paul versus Oscar. Unless I'm missing something, please enlighten me if you can. But we're getting ready for the co-main event, which is happening right now. And the main event's going to be Wilder versus Chisora. I can't wait to see it go down. Let me see. Last fight was a stoppage. Basically, the fighter was being punished for not falling to the ground. Should have failed to keep the fight going. I mean, he could have taken a knee. But like it was what 15 to it was almost 20 punches unanswered that he was just flailing around the ring. I'm not mad that the stoppage was going down because, but you know, he at that point in time he should have attempted to clinch up or at least try to just take a knee if he could have. just to give himself a chance to, um, give himself a chance to recover and work like he needs to. But let me see. Oscar put out T's talking about getting in the ring with Jake Paul. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. He is not doing that. I can guarantee you, Oscar De La Hoya is not doing that. And Oscar, he still got hands. He still got hand speed. But he can tease all he wants. He can think as much as he wants. There's a reason why retired fighters should not keep on fighting, especially when they've been out the ring for as long as he's been and put that lifestyle behind them. It shouldn't happen anymore. And at this point in time, Oscar De La Hoya, it's like, you say he's gonna pop a bone, but he gonna pop a lot more than that. That brother gonna pop a jaw. He gonna pop a knee. Don't forget, he got his abs sculpted, which I'm not saying for or against. I'm just saying the built up ability of the abdomen ain't necessarily because he's just a chiseled Adonis. I'm not saying he doesn't keep in good shape, but he got the Drake treatment. You know, the brother got the Drake treatment. Like what Kendrick Lamar was saying, the brother got it. He got work done. He got work done, genuinely. And so, like, I don't know if the body shots will be something that he wants to take. And the only person I can see him actually fighting would be Bill Haney. Crazy enough, it would be Bill Haney. Crazy enough. That's the only guy I could see actually going through. That's the only brother I could see going through. Him going and fighting against Devin Haney. With the amount of beef that they've had with each other. That's it. Also, we got more people in the chat. Like with Super Saiyan. Yo, legendary Super Saiyan Jackson, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for showing up, showing out, and tuning into the show with us all today. As we had a fight to call as we got Ridley fighting for the EBI European title. And again, one of the UK championships that essentially, if he wins this, it's a gateway into eking into the world of actual high-level championship boxing. From the perspective of, okay, titleist, he is now in the pool of competition to now work their way up for a world championship. If we can see Ridley win this, and so, Riley, Vidal Riley win this. It's crazy. I saw this man fighting all misfits, and now he's legitimately going and working, trying to get himself to crack the ceiling to get into an actual world level. So it's pretty good. And again, Burr, it's more than nice. This is insane. Somebody who went through and started boxing late and started fighting again, YouTubers and for lack of a better word, bums, to now turning himself into a legitimate, on the brink, world level contender. It's insane to say. Good double jab into a straight right by Riley. Jab to the body by Riley. Working in the center of the ring. Good head movement. Trying to keep his head off the center line. Good hook downstairs by Riley. That's a good shot to the body. I think Masternak, the buddy he's fighting against, 55 wins, 33 KOs, and I believe 6 losses on his career. So, but he's got some power now. Riley probably doesn't want to get tagged or caught by him, because if he can, he's got enough power that he can put you down. But we do see the speed advantage for Riley actually taking place. Double jab, again, trading jabs with each other. Trying to stay in that mid-range area is Riley. And they're both really being cautious. They're trying to work with each other. Riley taking advantage of going, throwing shots downstairs to the body. Yet again, another jab to the body. And working with that right hook and landing to the sides as, I'm sorry, not Master Ken, Master Knack has not adapted to that yet. Another shot downstairs for Riley, going where they're taking what's available, breaking the windows downstairs. 32 seconds left in the round so far. Good right hand by Masternak. As we get coming up on the last 10 seconds of this round. And he's doing some pretty good work. I would give that round to Riley after watching through. Last couple seconds in the round, and the round is over. And so, like I said, from behind on my screen, I apologize for my head on your stream. I do apologize as well. Just so keep it on the up and up for how we're talking about these fights. Let me see. I don't know much about Riley, but it's crazy. No wonder KSI was in the ring. I was like, bro, what? Yeah, no, yeah. So Riley was with KSI. I think he was signed under his promotion, and he was working with him in Misfits. And through Misfits, they had both been working together. But Riley continued boxing, continued fighting, and documented his whole thing. They were doing vignettes and doing collaboration videos on YouTube with the road of Riley turning into a potential world champion and taking this boxing game legitimately seriously. Not going the Jake Paul route of just big name fighting professionals I'm not ready for. Actually putting in the work, and he did do the work. And so yeah, that's why he's there. Cause it's crazy, but like it's real. And because he went through that work, he looks so much better on a fundamental standpoint than most of the other people involved in the landscape of boxing. Dead serious. Dead serious. And he's got stamina to boot. A lot of interest that we see Jake Paul have that was like, this is why you ain't ready for the world level. This is why you're biting off more than you can chew. This is why all this stuff is going down with you. It's not happening with Riley. As again, we're starting to fight right now because Riley went and put in the work the correct way and actively, like, he made himself into a proper fighter. He did. Again, he keeps going back to the wells, keeps going downstairs. He keeps on doing the work of taking advantage of what's available. The jab is really good for Riley in terms of doubling it up. He's got some good hand speed, crazy enough than many people expected when they look at Riley and hear his background as a fighter. And so, like, it's insane. It really is. And if he wins this, he's now in the pool of competition for a global stage of championship caliber. So it's more than just a rag to riches. This is the actual road of YouTuber turned champion. And I'm shocked about it. Again, good shots by Riley as well. Riley better stay away from that right hand of Masterneck, because if he does get caught now, I'm not saying Riley doesn't have a chin, but if he does get caught, but he can get wobbled. He's got the speed advantage he needs to keep on using. He's got the ability to keep on scoring and still being able to be safe and keeping the attack downstairs working. But if he goes and gets too overzealous, he can get tagged and hurt and put into a bad situation. Very bad situation if he's not careful. As we continue to watch the fight. Also, real quick, I need some more water. I think after this round, I'm going to go and try to get some more water because I need something to drink because I am, Lord, it's ridiculous. Now, what's crazy, again, as we're about I think I was on my screen, it's about like a minute left in the round. What's crazy is Riddell Riley is a cruiserweight, okay? Jake Paul is also a cruiserweight. It wouldn't have made all the sense in the world for this type of fight from a talent perspective to actually happen. It would have made all the sense in the world. Instead of what we saw Jake Paul actually do, it would have made sense for this fight to take place where we see Riley and Jake Paul actually fight against each other in a legitimate talent for talent level, skill for skill matchup where both people are the same size with some of the same abilities. But in fact, it never happened. If anything, we were supposed to see Jake Paul versus KSI. But again, it never happened because he kept trying to go after the big paydays and again, play the game, cheat the system. Biggest bag for the biggest fight against people that are old, decrepit, out of whack, and don't have any real ability to go and put up a good fight. Which is a shame, but we gotta be honest, that's what we're seeing. And so, but even so, I believe the rounds are getting ready to end right now on my screen as we're going through. I'll tell you, next round I'm getting some water. I'm sorry, next round I'm gonna get some water because I need to be able. I gotta get something in me. Cause I'm about to, hey, look, legend, you right, Super Saiyan, you right. Hydration's key, and I gotta make sure I'm hydrated. I done ran through my entire thing, and I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it at this point. So after this round, I'm gonna go and get some water. I'm gonna go get something to drink. But even so, again, don't forget, after this fight, this is the co-main event. After this, it's going to be Chisora versus Wilder for the titles. Chisora versus Wilder is gonna be them. It's gonna be them for the championship. They're going to fight, not for the title. Excuse me. Those two, they're gonna be fighting for a potential last hurrah championship opportunity, but at least for their careers. Retirement for one or both of them is going through, and we're still speculating on whether we're going to see Chisora keep to his word and say to Deontay, I'm going to bring you into retirement with me. Or is it going to be that we see Wilder continue to not just thrive and not just survive, but genuinely show that I'm back? Which is something that for the most part we were saying most likely ain't gonna happen. Most likely ain't gonna transpire. And I'm really scared that we could see Wilder get knocked out in a bad way. I'm really scared that we could see Wilder knocked out in a bad way. I don't want to see that. But we could see it. And if we do, I would be afraid. I'll be afraid. Again, if you look at how he's been tagged over the course of his career, I mean, can you blame me? Can you blame me for being concerned? Can you blame me for being worried about Wilder potentially getting cracked to the point that he is like, we see another Big Bang Jang type of knockout? We see another Big Bang Jang type of KO that puts this man rendered unconscious? A Robert Elenius type of situation? Because as friendly as he's been, the biggest concern with that whole friendly nature, brother, if you, Chisora, is not going to feel that same type of way about you. And if he gets an opportunity, he's going to put you out. He is going to land something that will make the heavens shake. And you're a warrior that you will get up, but you can be and have been put down and have been hurt and have been made into crazy enough. Again, I don't say this in a mean way, but the very memes that you've put other people on, when you put people to sleep and all of a sudden it's like, oh, they get put into a poster. That very thing could happen to you. And my gosh, I am petrified that's what we're going to see. Because I don't want Wilder's career to end like that. But I'll be clear. I'm a fan. I don't want Wilder's career to end like that. I don't. If it did, I'd be hurt. I'd be distraught. I would be heartbroken. I would be disheveled. I would be inconsolable. Because it would be one of the biggest stars of my time watching this division going and just falling flat. Literally potentially falling flat on their face. And it's, oh gosh. Oh, it's a scary thought. And I say that because you've heard me discuss Wilder. You've heard me talk about the issues of Wilder. You've heard me talk about all this stuff going against Deontay as criticism. And it is criticism. It's deserved criticism. But it was not done from this vein of, I hate the man. It was done in the vein of, if he fixes all these problems, we can get the Wilder that we've been begging to see. We can get the Wilder that has been missing from our screens for the longest time. We can get the Wilder that we have oh so been clamoring for. That's just been, to a big degree, it's been lost. It's been lost. And we want him back. I want him back. And if we can get him back, great. But it's concerning. Let me see. Legendary. Let me see what you got to say. Nah, Zhang making Wilder do a 360 before the sledgehammer blow. Already did it for me, and it's like it did. It really did. But we, it shocked the public to see somebody as giant as Wilder fall in that vein. And for a lot of people, that was the nail in the coffin for Deontay Wilder. I have no qualms in saying that. For a lot of people, that fight was the fight that put that put kind of the nail in people's perception of, can Wilder still have something more to do? Can he still be successful? The answer for a lot of people was no. And Chisora is the one who mauls. Everything right now is looking like it's going to be that same stigma again. And if I wouldn't feel this type of way if we weren't looking at a Deontay Wilder whose entire makeup looks like he's moving in slow motion. Everything about Wilder as it stands today feels like he's moving or moving in molasses when he's trying to fight. You're as much in danger against me as I am in danger against you. He is. That used to be the trade-off. That used to be what we could expect. We know Wilder can't get beat, but at the same breath, we knew Wilder he's got enough juice that he can go and put the same damage on you and end your night, and most likely it's gonna happen. The competitiveness, as we see a good shot by Riley, was always on somewhat of an even playing field, regardless of the outmatched nature in a skill for skill perspective. But Wilder's fighting he's literally fighting like he is moving at half speed. More often than not in a lot of these fights. He's looked like he's a step behind in all of these fights. He looks like he's always thinking 2 minutes after whatever actually transpires. Why do you think whenever we see him boxing, he's constantly kind of prepping himself, trying to get his glove right for some odd reason, to kind of will himself to say, all right, this is the time, this is the place, all right, this is where we make it happen, this is where we're gonna attack, because it feels like he has to premeditate his movements, premeditate his boxing, premeditate his actions in the ring, rather than just doing what we know we can do, which is simply just fight. Just straight up fight. Without any big issue, just straight up go and fight. Do what you can do. Go for what you know. Let your instincts take advantage of what your body can entail. Sadly, it just ain't been happening. And it gets somebody like Chisora who fights with that same type of identity, where we're not going to think about how we're going to go. We're not going to premeditate how things go. We're just going to fight. It's going to go against him. We really can't. As again, we're going into round 5 of this fight. And I apologize for me not calling the fight this perfectly. It was just, we're talking about Deontay and we're getting ready for the main event. And so we just wanted to get that off as an opinion. But good straight right by Riley as we're starting round 5 of this fight. I believe he's up and he's on his way to really show, okay, hey, this buddy, he's got some skills. He really is. He's improving very much so. 2 minutes, 32 seconds in round 5, double jab that breaks through the guard. We're starting to see a little bit of redness on the head of Masterneck as Riley has really been able to land. And now Masterneck is starting to get the body. Now Masterneck is starting to actually try to change and try to guard that midsection where that right hand's coming. It can be a setup for a good shot by Riley. Another good shot downstairs to the body by Riley. He's got Masterneck in the corner. Good combination punches. Riley is cutting off opportunities. That's the thing. He's fighting really well. Good counter jab. A little bit of a cross guard there. Wait a minute now. A little bit of a cross guard for Riley trying to implement some unique situations of defense. That ain't bad. He's showing some good stuff. Good right hand by Riley. Good combination by Riley. Again, the volume of Riley is working very well. Minute 14, 11, round 5. Riley's taking about complete control. Jab to the head again by Riley. Hook to the body, right on the belt line. Another jab by Masternak. Masternak trying to gain some volume. Masternak, he can't match the speed. He's already gotten some swelling on his left eye from that left jab. On his right. Good shot. Big shot by Riley. It almost lands. 45 seconds left in round 5 of his fight. Let me see. Burr is the main event after this fight. Yes, it is. Yes, it is the main event for Wilder versus Chisora. It's happening after this fight. This is the co-main event. This is the co-main event of the evening right now. And after this is going to be, good shot by Riley. Good shot by Riley. Hook to the body by Riley. Oh, he's starting to rock Masternak a little bit. Yeah, that swelling on his right, that mouse under his right eye, that swelling for Masternak is starting to really look a little bit bad. As the round is over, yeah, I mean, Riley, he's doing, I'm telling you, right, see, and you want me to be completely honest about why Riley is such a great story and such a, turning into an actual good fighter. If you look at Riley now, Jake Paul would not beat Vidal Riley. Jake Paul would not have beaten Vidal Riley if they fought against each other. And Riley is supposed to be, and is the skill level that Jake Paul could have elevated himself to. But the problem was, because of you skipping gears, do you see a lot of the small stuff that we're seeing Riley doing? The free-flowing nature of the combinations, leveling his power shots and speed shots into a great display and a good dance. How he's not just going and throwing caution to the wind, but he is actively flowing offensively and being responsible and not winded. Is already round 6. He's not tired. He's not lazy. He's bouncing around the ring still. He's using head movement. He's pre-slipping. He's utilizing the jab. He's controlling distance. He's still hurting his opponent, but he's doing everything fundamentally that should be taking place. His hand speed's gotten better. He's disguising his shots. He's doing and fighting like a real boxer. This could have been, with the physical power that Jake Paul has, this could have been what Jake Paul could be like. The tenure of, I can work myself up to be a champion. This could have been what we could have seen Jake Paul be. Oh, good straight right by Riley. That's a good straight right by Riley. As again, we're in round 6 right now. Riley looks comfortable. Riley looks energetic. This would have normally been, for Jake Paul, the complete the demise. He would have been winding down. He would have been sluggish. All technique would have been out the window. Everything negative about Jake Paul would have came about now. But Riley's still doing more actual good boxing than Jake Paul's ever done. Because he went about it the right way. This is what we mean when we say, if you put in the work right, you can turn into something real. And Riley's doing that right now. And we talk about Jake Paul was in contention and ranked highly for a championship opportunity. If you watch Riley right now, Riley, with the way that he's fighting, could get himself into an actual championship opportunity where he's deservedly ranked. And he's viable as a threat in a way that Jake Paul, in his wildest dreams, would have never been able to be. And he started in the same exact way. I mean, look at this. Look, he's jabbing. He's bouncing. He's so comfortable. He's feigning with everything. Triple jab, quadruple jabs. He's making a miss. He's creating openings and counterings. He is being smart and safe. Another good jab by Riley. Good 1-2 by Riley. Good hook to the body by Riley. And even without the power of Riley, he is boxing well. He's comfortable. He's fighting mature. This is like again, if the fact that Jake Paul is the only identity that people have of what a YouTube boxer can be, or KSI, and you got Riley right here, like this is what all of them, if they put in the real work, could have turned into. Dead serious. Dead serious. This is what they could have turned into. And it's just, insane. It's preposterous. But even still, we still want to hear your thoughts and opinions. As again, the round is over, and we're still, again, the main event is coming next for for Chisora versus Wilder in the main event. So stick around for that, because I guarantee you, this chat's about to get popping, and I promise you, that fight is not going the distance. I can guarantee you that fight will not go the distance. No matter how you may feel, that fight is, I can assure you, it will not go the distance between Chisora and Wilder. Somebody's going to bleed and somebody's going to leave. And it could be the same person on the stand now. It could be both of them, for all we know, as we're going through and discussing this whole fight situation. Let me see. Jake took the money route. He did. And I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at him. But I'm like, this is what you could have, with your cachet, you could have been like, my frustration is you could have actually been good. That's my thing. Purely from a boxing perspective, Jake Paul could have been good. Jake Paul could have actually been good. And crazy enough, the likes of Jake Paul was getting all the notoriety. But it was Riley that was actually turning into a good fighter. And people were calling Jake Paul a good boxer. He's a boxer. He was never a good boxer. He can fight, but he was never a good fighter. Good uppercut by Riley as we're starting round 7, with Riley now starting to put in the pressure, working downstairs to the body, working on the inside and manipulating in the clinch, working in ways that he is actually making Masterneck have to shell up beyond just, oh, he's just so strong. Good right by Riley. Good hook by Riley. He's up in the aggressive. He's now throwing big bombs because he's got Masterneck figured out. He sees that Masterneck is starting to wane. This is quality. Good overhand hook by Riley. Jab to the body. Hook to the body by Masterneck. Let me see. Also, chat's working. I don't know why stuff wasn't clicking before, but it's clicking now, and I can bring your chats up on screen. Thank goodness. Hey, we're back where we're supposed to be. Good hook by Riley. But let me see. Do you think Riley can win a world title with this type of skill set? How he's looking like now? It's early. Mind you, it's early. But with it being a British championship, that in this normal championship is how you work your way into global championship acclaim. Yeah. There's a possibility it's a lot more real than Jake Paul. It's a lot more real than Jake Paul. And like you say, Riley looks, he does look good. He does look good. If you saw good right hand by Masterneck, even though Riley takes it well, good right hand by Riley that lands. Riley's still going back to the well, working with activity and fervor, still having the ability to bounce and move and be on his toes, while never still letting up on the pressure and being responsible at all times. Oh, good shot, but he gets around it. Hook to the body. Hook to the body again by Riley. Ooh, good shot by Riley. That was a good shot by Riley. That one hurt Masterneck. I'm telling you, this is And this is as the round ends. Great work as the round is over. And Love, can he make it to KO? He can't. And I'm telling you, Riley looks good. Riley would have knocked out KSI. Riley would have destroyed Jake Paul. Riley. And I said, and again, I say he can be a world title holder. He can. If we want to compare it to the tier of competition that he came in with, he's way better than any of them. But he actually put in the work of the not glamour way of going about boxing. And now he's getting notoriety. He's getting acclaim. He's a co-main event and the headliner for one of the biggest heavyweight stars in the world. And he's putting on a show that people are saying, hey man, who is this guy? This cat might actually be pretty good. Notice he's in the same division as Dave Benavidez, Jai Apataya, and Zerto Ramirez. I'm not saying he's on that level, but I am saying at this point in time, the fact that we can look at him as, okay, if he does get to that world stage, those are the monsters he's going to have to face. But it's the fact of Riley being able to even have the capacity to get there. You couldn't say Riley fighting at this weight that he couldn't eke his way up potentially as the competition gets better into that realm. Okay, you may earn your shot against one of those big dogs. You probably ain't going. I don't think you're gonna beat him, but you can get there. As again, we're starting round 8 on this co-main event. The quality is he's got a better shot at being champion than everybody that was coming in with him. And everybody, and again, KSI went the money route, Jake Paul went the money route. We understand it. But the talent to actually do the thing that they said what could have been done, he's got it. He actively has a chance to compete. Can again, mind you, if any of these guys faced off against somebody like a Masterneck or like anybody that we've seen Riley actually face, they would have gotten knocked out and lost. And you see, Burr, you said you just realized it's 12 rounds. Yeah, it's 12 rounds. He's been doing 10 rounds, 8 rounds, 12 rounds, early and often. And he's only got 7 knockouts on his resume. He's been going the distance for a lot of his fights, and he's been looking good doing it in the same way. The combination by Riley, minute left in round 8. Good shots by Riley. And again, see, he's swelling up the face, and mind you, this guy's got 33 knockouts. He is taking the power of a good shot, good jab by Riley. Again, it's that awkward activity. It's working well, but he's taking the power on the chin and on the head from somebody who's been able to, you can see it in his build, he can actually crack. And he's clearly showing he's just a better fighter. He's just a better boxer. Good 2-punch combination by Riley. 24 seconds left. Hooks to the body by Masterneck, but it's blocked. Almost lands a pull counter with the lead right hand. Another jab, another shot. Good shot by Riley. That was a good counter as he made Masterneck miss on the inside. Masterneck is starting to go as the round ends. Masterneck is starting to try to throw and time that straight right whenever Riley commits. He's throwing one punch at a time now, but he's trying to land with that big power. But it's to no avail. He is doing phenomenal. I mean, this is everything and more that we wanted to see. This is exactly what real work in boxing can get you. This is what it can get you. And so it really, truly, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm glad that people are recognizing, hey man, this buddy was in the same boat as Jake Paul and this guy in KSI, and he is the actual talent that we were all saying those other two, oh, they're good. No, they're not. This is a good fighter. Let me see. He's a good veteran. I saw his record, 55-6, 33 knockouts. That's not bad for his level. Right now, veterans aren't easy. No, they're not. It's not about he's beating the best of the best. This is the skill level that is comparable to Riley. This is for a British title. This is for the next step up into legitimate world level competition. This is the gauge to show, do you belong as you elevate in your career? And this is a test at this stage in his career that Riley should be taking. And he's not avoiding it. He's been working to get to this point. And he's finally at this point, and he's passing it without a hitch. In fact, he's looking like he can beat some of the professionals that are vying for championship at cruiserweight right now. He's looking like it. The brother that Jai Apatow beat. I think he was an Irish dude. I think might have been he was like an all green. I forget his name. I think it was O'Hare. It was O something. O'Sullivan? I forget what the name of it was. But the guy that Jai Apatow beat to defend his titles about a year or two ago, Riley's looking like right now he would have beat him. If he faced off against him right now, a buddy who's been in a world championship stage, he's looking like right now he would have been able to beat him. Couple of people that we're seeing that fought for titles in this cruiserweight division. Riley looks like he will be able to compete with them. Like, he's good. He's looking really good. And to be honest, he can get this fight stopped. As we're at a minute and 10 in round 9 into this 12-round affair with the main event happening next, Wilder versus Chisora. But he's looking incredible. Good right straight by Riley. Jab to the body by Riley. Yeah, no, he looks incredibly. This man looks so comfortable. He looks so comfortable. He's so comfortable. And look at the way that he moves. He's moving. He's legitimately boxing fluidly. He's boxing with purpose, but he's boxing never out of his comfort zone. Oh, now he's trying to turn up the heat. He can't, if he, in these next 2 rounds or 3 rounds, he can get this fight stopped. He can get this fight stopped. He really can. Good straight right to the body. As the round ends, and it's incredible. Hold on real quick. We probably going to have to do after this fight. I'm going to give me some water. Yeah, it's going to be after this fight. I'm going to get some water. And mind you, he even has Eddie Hearn talking about it. No, again, he signed with him, but to actually have him consistently saying, hey man, this veteran guy, warhorse, driven, incredibly strong, but he's good. He's good. You were right, AJ and Wilder might be there. See, I told you. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. The brother just said it on screen. If we see Wilder win in spectacular fashion, we can see Anthony Joshua and Wilder actually fight against each other. We could see it. Can I be mad at it? It's a fight that makes it for where AJ is right now, where Wilder is right now. It's a fight that makes sense. And would it be crazy to say we should favor Deontay Wilder in that fight? No. Legitimate. And we want to see that fight. That is a fight. I don't care if it's 5 years too late. That fight's still between two. Good shot by Masterneck as we're in round 10. That's a shot that really, in terms of that's a shot at a big fight that wherever it took place would have everybody still talking. That crazy enough, that would still be one of the biggest fights in the heavyweight regime. Good shot by Riley. And with all that being said, and I don't bring this up in a negative way, please. I'm not trying to make light of anything. But in part because of the crash and the tragedy that happened in Nigeria, that with this fight, if it happened, would also help bolster the intrigue of the public. It's AJ's first fight back. He's coming off of a devastating sentiment where he lost some of the best people that were around him, that cared about him. And he is now working with Usyk to mend the wounds and heal from the pain with a driven purpose of fighting for their memory, for his legacy, and to return back to the top of the mountain, to do right by what his friends and trainers that died worked to get him at the top of the mountain for. He's fighting with weight. He's fighting with purpose. He's fighting with a, crazy enough, with a chip on his shoulder. In the same way in the game that was why Wilder got into boxing, to help his daughter who had spina bifida, which was, I believe, a bodily disease that she needed money to have a cure for. That was what caused Wilder to go and say, I'll kill you if I got to. I need to fight for the person I love, which was her daughter, which is his daughter. That now, not saying that AJ wasn't fighting for anybody before, but that type of needed motivation, that type of cause, that type of a feeling of almost desperation. I gotta get it done. Not for me, but for somebody else. That is what we're seeing AJ in the same or in a similar crux of, with his own situations of like weight. And that, what we saw that bring out in Deontay Wilder, we can see that bringing out with Usyk, or with Usyk training with AJ. That new weight of what I'm fighting for, coupled with AJ potentially getting fixed the issues that he had going up against Usyk and others, and having Usyk be able to point out and say, you can be a champion, you're going to be a champion, and stoking the flames of carrying more than just yourself on your back, and fighting for something bigger than yourself, and fixing the issues that made you so vulnerable. All of a sudden, we can see a monster. We want to see AJ be the AJ of old. We want to see Wilder be the Wilder of old. AJ's got a purpose. Wilder's trying to find his purpose, or rather trying to find himself again. This is like, it's a story that writes itself, and it makes for the public saying, my gosh, it's a perfect storm of action. With, at its best, the fight itself is something that we've been waiting on for 5 years. So it's insane to see if it does take place. And again, I would love to see it if we can see Chisora lose to Deontay Wilder. But as we're going into round 11, we're in the championship rounds now for this fight. Getting ready to have things transpire. Action's kind of slowed down just a little bit. Good counter shot by the likes of Riley. Good combination punching. Again, the face of Mashnak is still getting swelled up and beaten up. Both of them fighting in the center of the ring. Good strong jab by Riley. Still bouncing and moving his feet. Getting out of the way. Trying to look for different angles. Straight right by Mashnak, misses. Adopting that more sniper-like stance. Jab to the body for Riley. Again, still going back to the well of what's been working this entire time. Not going away from the body attack, not going away from the windows that are able to be broken consistently. 1-2 by Mashnak, misses. Shot to counter by Riley. Jab by Mashnak. Minute 15 left in round 11. Good three-punch combination by Riley. 3-punch combination by Riley. Oh, good hook to the body by Riley. 43 seconds left. Got Masternak on the ropes. I mean, he's just boxing. It's a masterclass. Good jab by Riley. "30 seconds left in round 11. No, Riley is just making it look easy. Riley is just making this look easy. It's making this look like a walk in the park. There's no struggle at all. The round is over. Yeah, man. No, this is we are 1 round away. We are 1 round away from Wilder versus Chisora. And it's been, Riley has just been putting belt to butt on whatever we want to see Masternak try to do. And this put some people on notice. This got me even more intrigued with the ability of Riley going forward. So I'm telling you, he's great. He's doing phenomenal. He's doing incredible. Also, while we got we might have some time. Let me see if I can see if anything else is panned out in the boxing world while we are still. Is it what we're checking? Good gosh, Lord have mercy. All these bots everywhere. Why are there so many bots? Why are there so many bots in this stream? What in the world? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Either way, round 12. Here we go. Last round of this fight. Can Masternak go and turn this fight around and get a knockout? Because he needs one right now. He's lost about every round on my scorecard. Maybe one or two in the early 4 to 5 rounds of the fight, but everything else has been completely Riley. Complete Riley. Good hook by Riley. Good combination by Riley. Minute, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Good jab, right hand by Masternak, almost lands. Riley better be careful. Good hook by Masternak. A good hook by Masternak. Riley better watch himself. Riley better watch himself. Good straight by Riley. Uppercut missing from Masternak. Triple jab by Riley. Minute 45 left in round 12. If Riley, you better be careful now. Oh, good 1-2 by good hook straight right by Masternak. Riley again, he's being defensively good. He's boxing on the outside, trying to get on his bike a little bit. Straight right by Masternak, almost lands. Riley is using some good head movement, but I think he's using a little bit too much for my liking. I think he's using a little bit too much for my liking. Minute and 10 left in round 12. Right now, if he just gets out this round, he's winning. There's no question. "57 seconds left in round 12. Again, he's 50 seconds away from being a champion. Another jab, triple jab by Masternak. By Riley, excuse me. 45 seconds left in round 12. Riley's won every round. Big hook by Riley. Jab to the body by Riley. Good straight by Riley. Good straight. That pushed Masternak back a little bit. 30 seconds. This is a good way to end off this. This is a good way to end this off. This is a good way to end this off. He can back away now. His 10 seconds. He ain't got to do nothing else. 10 seconds left. It's over. Oh, good straight right by Riley. Best punch tonight for Riley outright. And that's it. That's it. What a performance. What a performance. I mean, that's incredible. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. What else could you ask for? What else could you ask for in this fight? What else? You couldn't ask for anything else. You could not ask for anything else. It was a masterful performance. It was incredible. It was stupendous. It was all you ever needed. It was all you could ever wanted. It was perfect. Perfect. That's what this was. Just about perfect. Well, not perfect. There was some stuff that could have changed. There was some stuff that could have transpired. I didn't like some of the head movement he was using. I wish he had tried to guard against that right straight from Masternak rather than just trying to lean out the way of it. Because a couple of times it could have gotten caught, and if Masternak had changed the angle, it could have been a flush shot. But beyond that, again, you want to see somebody from YouTube to legitimate fighting, from YouTube to turning into an actual good boxer, this guy, Riley, is the way to do it. He's the way to do it, no question about it. And we got Andy New. You right. Andy New Bird, we about to have us a new champion. It's about to be insane. It's about to be incredible. Also, please, if you haven't already, leave a like on this stream. Keep on sharing the show with everybody that you know. We want to keep on hearing from you and responding to you and seeing your chats and seeing your reactions to everything that we see on this live fight commentary of Wilder versus Chisora on the Watch Report with me, the Jean-Luc Watch, the hottest show in all the globe. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Like and subscribe. Join the Empire if you haven't already. Keep on sharing the show and keep on doing what you do best, which is being here and being a part of the hottest show in all the globe. And if you can't support the channel, hey, this is what we're doing for a living, and we can't do this without your support. Hey, Cash App, PayPal, links down below in the description. Super Chat, Super Gift, stickers, and like everything under the sun. If you can support, it would mean the world to me, absolutely. And we would love for you to give alms to the Empire, no question about it, so we can make sure that we can keep this show going on a consistent basis. But now we're getting ready for the main event of Wilder versus Chisora for of either retirement or redemption, a continued career and a title opportunity maybe down the line, or will it be a situation of both of these fighters that used to be some of the most destructive punchers in this division go off into the sunset for the last rides of their career? And let me put out this blast real quick to tune in to the show so we got all the subscribers knowing what's going on. Trying to make sure I can put out this blast of a bulletin so we can see now. Wilder versus Chisora. There we go. There we go. And it better not be a robbery. This better not be a robbery. A robbery. One 110. 119, 109. Unanimous decision. And the new. He did it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well deserved. Well deserved. A crowning moment for somebody. And now we got himself a champion. Oh, it's going to be great. Oh, it's phenomenal. It's incredible. We are so excited and we're happy for it. He got himself a title. He got himself a championship. And now the world is the next step. The next way to go now is looking for the world championship. Is looking to eke himself into legitimate big time appeal and big time acclaim in the vicinity of the bigger heavy hitters in this division, working his way up in the real contender level. So I'm excited to see. I'm not saying he's going to beat the best of the best. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying he's going to beat the likes of the other tops in this division. But I am saying he's on his way. He's on his way. So we excited for. Let me see. Burr, you said time for a slugfest. Hey man, you know what's crazy? What if we see them both respect each other and they both come out trying just to box straight up? What if we see them both just come in and they just say, you know what? We don't want to get knocked out. We want to make sure that we try to be cautious because maybe both of these guys feel like the other can come through and land something significant. So I'm not even going to take the risk. We're going to go and slowly work our way into this fight. Slowly eke our way into the situation of a championship. Not even of a championship. Slowly eke our way into trying to get comfortable with each other. It could be that. It could very well be just that. And if they go out, I hope they go out in a blaze of glory. I'll be real. If they go out, I hope they go out with a blaze of glory, trying to throw everything that they can at each other. Because if they do, whoo boy, we this can be a fight that it may be short. This could be, I dare say, this could be akin to what we saw with Hagler versus Hearns. What was it, 3 rounds or 1 round of just straight up, we are not stopping until somebody drops? It could be that type of fight here. So, boy, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be so exciting. But real quick, I can go and I can take a break and I can get some water now. Because I've been saying I need something to drink. Let me go and get my water. Let me go and get hydrated. And then we can go through and come back and talk about the main event of the evening and call the action for Chisora versus Wilder. So give me 30 seconds or 30 seconds to a minute. Let me go get something to drink, and we're going to be right back right here calling the main fight on the card and the biggest fight of the night, which is Chisora versus Wilder. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait to talk about it. And we're going to be right back here with you all in roughly a minute. So be here. Don't go anywhere. Stay locked in. Keep on liking the stream. And we're going to be talking. We're going to be watching. And we're going to be discussing Wilder versus Chisora. Covered up next in the main event. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody from all around the world, we're here, we're live, and we're back for the main event of the night. Wilder versus Chisora, the big battle of the big men with big fists and the biggest moment of their current landscaping career, as they are both vying to continue their potential as a heavyweight contender or potentially ride off into the sunset as their career ends on whatever note it's going to be on. It's going to be loud, it's going to be bombastic, it's going to be outright insane, and it's going to be something that has the public talking in one way or another. So I can't wait to see it. I'm excited for it, and we welcome you back to the show with us on today. And if you haven't tuned in before, this is the Watch Report. We do shows 3 days out the week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, around 12 o'clock to about whenever we end, going through and talking about the world of boxing and beyond. And we have been covering this fight with Wilder versus Chisora, getting ready for the massive moments of massive punchers going against each other in a potential last hoorah of competition. So we're excited to talk about this fight, and we are anticipatory of what could be redemption for Deontay Wilder, or a loud note on a swan song of a career-ending tour that Chisora's been on, that has simply captivated the entirety of the UK audience and the wider landscape of boxing as a whole. Because this brother I forget how old he's, 38, 39, 40, something like that, having about 50 fights on his career, seemingly will just not quit. And in what was supposed to be the last couple fights, that okay, I'm done, he kept on winning, with the biggest of wins in this whole retirement tour being him beating Joe Joyce and knocking him down in the process of it, and having a string of wins, I think 3+ wins back to back to back, in a unlikely situation of competitiveness that we thought was well and good gone from the likes of Derek Chisora. So it's an interesting matchup. It's an abundance of storylines. It is the question of Deontay Wilder being able to be the puncher that he used to be, the dominant star that he used to be, getting back to the Bronze Bomber one more time. Can he pull the trigger? Has he found a delivery system? Has his body been able to rectify itself and heal both mentally and physically when it comes to being necessary to switch to that alternate personality, switch into that Bronze Bomber mode, and have the ability to seek and destroy in the ways that used to strike fear in the whole of the heavyweight division? We're going to talk about all that right here, and we can't wait to call a fight with you all, and we are in the main event of the night. So we're excited for you all to be here. Can't wait to hear you all's reactions. I want to hear your thoughts and responses on what you think is going to transpire, after showing some highlights right now with Derek Chisora, showing what makes him still be able to work at this point in time. It has been, over his last couple 3 fights, the head movement of Joe Joyce. Again, it's not like it is slick, but it is trying to work his way at a pace where he is getting undershots, using his short frame, and trying to make you miss and make you pay. Somewhat akin to what we hear with the likes of Mike Tyson, where get on the inside, duck undershots, make sure that you keep on moving forward, and then when they try to retract, you extend. And when they extend, you retract. and essentially do the opposite of what your opponent does to make openings for big-time bombs that can land. Over the course of Derek Chisora's career of recent, that's what he's been able to do, and that's what's been his entire fighting style for a lot of his career. So now, we ready to see him go through and potentially do that one more time, or will Wilder be able to use that length, use that strength, and use that speed one more time to land those chopping right straights that have decimated this division time and time again? Let me see, Buck Crawford, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming on stream with us on today. We're so happy that you're here. Hey man, y'all better not tell Ryan stop mentioning my name. He's been talking some mess, and we did cover that Friday. We can talk about, well, we're at Thursday, it was Thursday or Friday. We can cover that a little bit more right now with Ryan Garcia, Terrence Crawford. Terrence and Ryan have been talking a whole bunch of stuff. Ryan saying that you didn't give young fighters the shot. You didn't face off against the young, hungry champion or young, hungry contenders in terms of for your legacy. But at the same breath, like, he also called Terrence Crawford a bump. But like, all those statements are false. Now, this is Ryan being Ryan Garcia. He's a polarizing figure that will say stuff like this. He's passionate about the fight game, but he's also wrong about the fight game in many other ways. And this is one of them. He is a consistent guy who every time we see him talk about the likes of other boxers, he's saying he's trying to be the standard of greatness, but then you say, Bud ain't great. Sounds like he's just trying to get a big fight, which I can't knock him for. But it sounds like he's just trying to get a big fight in his own leg. And you know what? Ever since he won the title against Mario Barrios, he has been talking mighty wild. I'll say that the first time as a world champion, he's become very much a completely different, a more vocal figure as to what is or isn't great in boxing. So I'm like, I don't know if you should be able to have that position to talk in such a way when you just got what you should have gotten years ago, which was a title, and then showing up don't make you the same level as Terrence Crawford or others. And so it's going to be bad. And you know what's crazy? Again, as we're switching the gears back to Wilder. You know what's crazy? We see Malik Scott breaking down what Wilder's been doing and what the skill sets that Wilder showed in past fights that could be oh so damaging and aggressive. But he took all those skill sets away. Why is it that the worst person that Deontay Wilder has ever trained with is able to say these are the things that can work? Because if they were the things that could work, you should have been training your guy on those things. But instead, you stripped away all of those abilities. He even used, we want to see Wilder break through the jab, break through the guard with his jab. However, he took away the fluidity and the ability to use that jab in that same breaking through type of way. Could he change Wilder for the worse? It is insane that this man is able to be on stage and talk about Wilder, what he needs to do, when you are the reason why Wilder's in this retirement or bust rut that he is right now, with everybody questioning, can this guy do what he needs to do? Like, it's terrible. It's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. For Wilder specifically, it is frustrating to see the man that ruined him or helped to ruin him talk about what he should do to win, when the very reason why you told him what to do to win, he lost because of you. It's like, it's insane. But either way, how do we see this fight going? Well, I got Derek Chisora winning by knockout. For those of you who may not be aware, I got Derek Chisora winning by knockout. Some people got him knocking him out early. Some people got Wilder knocking out Chisora early in the third round. If we want to see Wilder knock out Chisora, it would have to be with an immediate bum rush. I'm talking, we see Wilder throwing with the conviction, fervor, and fire that we said he didn't have before. We need to see that. If we don't, it can be a problem. Not trying to go and utilizing that jab in the same way that we're showing in the locker room right now. He don't need to do that. He don't need to, not in that way. Because if he's throwing the jab like that, I'm telling you, he's thinking too much. When he's throwing the jab in that way, he's thinking too much. When he's not using the jab as the range finder for this hand, he's thinking too much, and it's clouding the ability to be the killer that he needs to be for the best punch in his arsenal. Coupled with the fact that the wild style of Wilder has got to be something to match the pressure of Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is going to work immediately trying to run at the head of Wilder. He's gonna try to land something big early. He's gonna try to make Wilder feel his power early. He is going to try to force Wilder on the back foot early, just like Joseph Parker, just like Tyson Fury, just like Big Bang Jang, and force Wilder to have to say, hey, I'm going to have to do a Robert Elenius, which since he fought against Robert Elenius, he's never knocked somebody out in that same back foot way ever since. He never did it beforehand. It was never on the back foot that he was hurting people. It was always on the front foot. It was always aggression. It was always moving forward. If he's got to be the person that has to deal with the pressure instead of giving the pressure, he can't win. He can't succeed at this point in time outside of the one-hitter quitter, which is still possible, but it's getting more and more highly unlikely with the way that we've seen Wilder go about his career. So we're concerned that Wilder, when he gets pressured yet again, he's going to get flashbacks and he's not going to learn how to adapt with it. He still hasn't learned how to deal with it. He hasn't even learned how to stifle that forward pressure in the first place. When he was able to do it, he did it again. The last time that he did it in a great way was against Luis King Kong Ortiz and or Tyson Fury in that third fight. The last time he was able to perform well against somebody on the back foot, or against pressure, was against King Kong Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. That's it. Since then, it's been a complete nightmare. A complete nightmare. And it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a huge problem because the one thing I am concerned to say that may actually be true, that I haven't brought up as much in this show, beyond just the athleticism, beyond just the speed and everything, could it be that the power of Wilder just isn't the same anymore? Could it be? Could it be that the power of Wilder just ain't the same anymore? I'm dead serious. Could it be that crazy enough, even though Power's lasting to go, and yes, he got a knockout in his last fight, but it wasn't in the fashion that we are like, okay, hey, he's carrying still that same bomb-like ability. It wasn't. Go watch it back at that fight. It wasn't a knockout where it was the same. Oh my gosh, this man is still carrying the fight-changing power. It was a knockout, but it didn't have that same feel. He may just not have it. And Chisora can eat insane levels of punishment. And if you ain't got it, not only if you can't land it, if you can't land it and it doesn't take effect, well, my gosh, you can get that can be bad. That can be really, really bad. That can be horrible. That can be dangerous. But this is he may not have the power anymore. He may not. But let me see. Boxing Pro, what's going on with you? How you doing? Who wins the fight on this show or on this night? I got Deontay Wilder losing to Derek Chisora. Yes, I do. I got Wilder losing to Derek Chisora in a fashion of a knockout. Even though Wilder, every fight that he's won, outside of one, has been by KO. He has been the killer. He's been the monster. But Derek Chisora, even though he's taken an abundance of losses, has been able to redefine his career one more time. Both of them are 40 years old. 6'7" to 6'2". 83 inches of reach is the name of the game for Wilder. The length and strength are the thing that can sell this whole array. But my gosh, if it fails, it can fail in a bad way. It can fail in a horrible way. Okay, there we go. You got to make sure everything was up. Let me see. Time for the main event. I got Deontay Wilder by KO in the second round. Well, fasten your seatbelts, strap in, put on your helmet, get your crash pads ready, because we're about to have ourselves a car crash of epic proportions at heavyweight. Somebody's going to bleed, and somebody's going to leave, and we're going to find out if the Bronx Bomber still got it, or if Chisora is going to put the final nail in the coffin, as both of them will potentially walk off into the sunset together. It's time, baby. Get excited. All right, get ready. Get ready. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. It's getting exciting. Boy, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. I can't wait. Oh, he's playing Fred Hammond. Now that's dope. Fred Hammond, No Weapon. Great song. But this has been one of the things about it. The perception has been mentally. The song's beautiful. I love the song. Fred Hammond, one of the greatest gospel artists, one of the greatest artist period that we've had in gospel history and just music as a whole. Has been inspiration for so many other artists around the globe. But the concerning thing about Wilder in all of this has been the mental effects of Wilder being able to tap into the moment of being a killer. Where is that? Does he still have it? And right now, he's taking a mighty long time to walk out. And I'm a little bit concerned that Wilder is still dealing with the mental effects of trying to lock in that same way. And we're going to find out what he can perform as, and I can't wait to see it. We're excited. We can't wait for it. And it's Wilder walking to the ring. He's still looking incredibly athletic. Even at 40 years old, he is still one of the most explosive physical freaks of nature that we have in the heavyweight division, and he can put your lights out in no heartbeat. Can he have the capacity to tap into that killer instinct one more time and put the lights out on his opposition? As you can see, the last fights he's had, Tyson Fury lost, Robert Laney's win in a knockout, Joseph Parker lost, Big Bang Jang knockout, Hearn Dawn last win that he had, but in a very lackluster situation. Now going up against somebody who has everything that Hearn Dawn didn't have. Can you still be the Bronze Bomber of Hope? Can he do it? He definitely has the power that we think can make it happen. It's just a question of what the commentator said it best. Can he pull the trigger? Can he go and can he go and say it's time to be unrelenting, unforgiving? And as we see with Derek Chisora, the hometown king, Del Boy getting ready to walk on screen and let the public know it's the place to be, and it's time for maybe one last swan song for one of the most exciting and fight-riddled warriors of this division, of this era. This could legitimately be it. And we could be witnessing a UK legend walking off into the sunset, into its final outing in his career, hypothetically, that could end in a victory against one of the three kings of the old era in the heavyweight division. Cowboy hat and all, maxed up with the UK flag, going and dressed in all black. He's about business, a gunslinger, an absolute rogue. He is a lone ranger that works on his own time, that deals in his own domain, that is established as a legacy, as one of the fixtures in UK boxing history. He'll most likely have a television deal after this. He'll most likely be featured in interviews with everybody after this. Everybody is going to be crying when his career does end over in the UK because of what he's meant to UK boxing as a consistent face and a constant proponent of unrelenting presence, outright pressure, and no quit mentality in his regime. He lives by his shield. He'll die by his shield. He'll hit you with the shield. It don't matter. He's here for one last run at the top, or at least in the mountain that he's carved out on his own. And my goodness, I can't wait to see. Also, crazy enough, I just saw he looks kind of like The Undertaker in a little bit with the with that full-blown getup. But look, he's emotional. The crowd singing this song. Everybody's got their phones out, taking in the essence of the last ride of potentially the last Lone Ranger in UK boxing. It's an emotional setup. It is a big deal. It is I can't even call it sobering. It is this is Derek Chisora. It fits. It works. Through his constant pressure, through his constant no quit mentality, through everything that he's given throughout his career, with the 13 losses in all, with the 23 KOs, with the 36 wins, with the comeback victories, with all of the stories and all of the great wars, he's given even the best of this division. He's given this sport everything he's got. He's given this sport everything he's had. He has never robbed the public of the boxing world a fight that they deserve, nor compromised this sport with what he's done throughout his career. He's fought Tyson Fury. He's fought Dillian White. He's fought Derek Chisora. He is Derek Chisora. Excuse me. He's fought Alexander Usyk. He has fought just about every name under the sun, and he's fought. I can't remember if he even fought Anthony Joshua, but there has not been a name under the sun in this regime of heavyweight that he has not faced off and earned the respect of. It didn't matter. He never quit. He never relented, and he never ducked a challenge. And I'm telling you, this is you could argue, if you look at Nate Diaz from what he meant for the UFC, he is that type of persona. He's a man, he's polarizing. He says what's on his mind. He works in ways that it's just Derek Chisora. It's what he does. It's who he represents. But it has been, and it's going to continue to be a pillar and a fixture of this entire MO of the heavyweight regime. His legacy is gonna live out long after he retires. And dare I say, we may not want it, but retirement may be just around the corner. And man, fasten your seatbelts and lock in, because two embodiments of destruction are getting ready to pave their way against each other, and potentially one last collision course against the grain. As can I not just survive, but can I thrive? And we're going to find out, absolutely no question about it, as he's getting ready to get to the ring. And we're excited to see it, boy. Can't wait for it. I'm telling you, it's a big time fight. Let me see. Burr, great introduction. Hey, look, I try. Like I said, I'm trying to give you all the best means of feel for what this fight is supposed to represent and how it's supposed to be. As we're seeing everybody walk into the ring and get ready for the fights. I'm excited with it. I mean, my gosh, man, it is. Oh, oh. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This fight, I'm telling you, this fight could end quick. This fight could end so quick. This fight could end so quick. I legitimately don't know what's going to happen. Legit. I don't know. I don't know what's going to take place. I genuinely don't know how this fight's going to go. This can be. My gosh, man. Oh shoot. As we see him getting introduced, he's here. Chisora. One last time. They introduced the Bronze Bomber. They have given the introductions. We getting ready for a fight. Chisora walking in and taking it in, letting the crowd give him one last pre-fight admonishment of their love and support. And then finally Wilder getting introduced. The predecessor taking the mantle as the most feared heavyweight in boxing. The man who used to carry the power of this division on his back. And by power, I mean the single greatest right hand that we have ever seen in boxing history came from this man who went to war with Tyson Fury and gave us the greatest modern day trilogy we have ever seen in this era. The man who has been the embodiment of outright destruction. Wild Style was monikered around him in mind as a legitimate means of going crazy, trying to get a knockout. His technical ability was absolutely to the floor, but it did not matter. He fought for his daughter, he fought for his family, and he fought for a living to make a better life, and it turned him into a 10-time defending heavyweight champion, breaking Ali's record, and was one of the 3 kings of this division at heavyweight. And now they are getting ready to face off against each other. Power punches from across the pond, legacies that are now fixed to face off against each other. The last of a dying breed are Wilder and Chisora. Somebody's gotta go. Somebody's going down, and somebody's getting knocked out in the greatest personification of a power match that you can think about in this fight. It's time to work, it's time to shine, and it's time for the main event. Wilder versus Chisora is here. Round 1 going on today. Wilder with the jab already on the back foot as Chisora works on the inside. Wilder trying to use that jab to paw and keep Chisora at bay. Chisora lulling in and already in the clinch for the first fight, or for the first inception of a shot and a punch. Wilder again using that jab, still looks a little bit off balance. Them jabs are coming out slow as dirt, man. I'm telling you, this is the same stuff we saw in training camp. And yeah, you saying this movement is crazy. It's movement. This ain't what we need to see. Wilder, this is not what you need. You're still leaning back, brother. He's trying to set up that straight, but he's still, oh gosh, oh Lord, it's the same issue. Wilder almost throws a big right hand, but it misses on Chisora. Chisora trying to maul and work against Wilder. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be an ugly fight. It's going to be an ugly endeavor of action as we're going through right now. The crowd is going crazy. Del Boy is still working and trying to press up against Chisora. Big right hand by Wilder that misses. Chisora working downstairs to the body. Eking at the fatigue and trying to wail on the physique of Deontay Wilder. Wilder again fighting off the back foot yet again, trying to use that jab as a distance finder. But again, he's throwing it very slowly, very cautiously. Again, it's to the ropes. Chisora's in the clinch. Big chopping right hand by Wilder, but it misses. Chisora again is in the clinch trying to work. Another short shot by Wilder on the inside. It is going to be a lot of bodies in the vicinity, or rather a lot of bodies thrown, or a lot of feel of body-on-body contact as Wilder, oh gosh, uppercut by Wilder. He's telegraphing everything, but he's willing to throw. Chisora is doing the same thing that we saw Joseph Parker do, mauling, getting in the chest, putting his head down, and completely throwing against Wilder. Wilder getting on the back foot. Wilder trying to use that jab to stiff arm, but it's to no avail. Continuing to fall into the clinch. It's a back foot game plan that ain't working right now. He continues to be in the same boat of consistently trying to gauge a reference in ability, or gauge a reference in distance that is not being capitalized on. He's telegraphing his punches to big right hand by Wilder, but it misses. Again, and it's coming out slow. Oh, that's scary. That right hand's coming out mighty slow now. That right hand's coming out mighty slow. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. From the perspective of Derek Chisora, of Wilder against Derek Chisora. And it's oh, and they're both in the clinch. Oh, so what happened there? Somebody just ran in? Wait a minute. Oh, I looked down for a second. What happened? Wait, what happened? What happened? We had Quarterman running in? What the world just took place? Wait. Hold on. I looked down for a second. What happened? What the world? Did we almost get a Ben Whitaker? As we're about 10 seconds left, I'm assuming. Oh gosh, what happened? Somebody fill me in. I looked down for 1 second. What the world happened? What just happened? As the round is over. What? They were wrestling? They were in the clinch and then like, I don't know what I just saw. What the world? Oh shoot! I'm so confused. I'm gonna say this. Hopefully, to show the replay again. Wilder is the one. Right now, as sloppy as that round was, I got Wilder down 1-0 on my scorecard because of the body attack by Derek Chisora. But I need to know what happened. Went on the inside. Rabbit punches again. Okay. So it was rabbit punches against each other that started to get under the skin. As we're starting round 2 right now. As we're starting round 2 right now, Chisora's still trying to put pressure on Deontay Wilder. Wilder's still trying to back up with that right hand, back up with that jab, trying to land that right hand if he can. Good hooks. Good hook by Chisora to the body. Another big hook by Chisora. Wilder is... I'm telling you, Wilder's thinking too much. Uppercut by Wilder. Oh, now Wilder's starting to throw. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Wait, is Chisora hurt? Oh my gosh. Oh, Wilder, he's going for it. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. We got some signs of life. Wilder, he's on the front foot. Oh, shoot. Wilder's on the front foot. I think this is a good shot by Wilder and Chisora. Oh, gosh. Oh, shoot. Another shot by Wilder. Oh, Wilder's on the front foot. He's moving slow as dirt, but he's punching. He's moving slow as dirt, but Wilder's punching. 1:40 left in round 2. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe I'm saying this. Wilder is not backing up anymore. These people, they're so slow. They're so slow. They are moving like they are in honey. Good shot by Chisora. Shot to the body by Chisora. Throwing downstairs. Short hook to the head. Very punch. I mean, they are just doing. It is an ugly game right now as we're in round 2. I don't know where this fight's about to go. Somebody can go down at any moment. This is insane. This is ridiculous. Oh gosh. It's so they're moving so slow, yet so much is happening. This is a complete shell of Deontay Wilder, and we see the age of Derek Chisora. But my gosh, it is an unrelenting pressure that they're going about with each other. It's insane, man. This pace is like, oh gosh, I literally don't know what's going to happen next. I'm on pins and needles. It is at any point in time, somebody can drop. Any point in time, somebody can fall. As we keep on seeing, it's just, that's all I can say. That's really all I can say. Because it's ridiculous. It's preposterous on all accounts. This is crazy enough. This is what we were hoping the fight was going to be like. This is what we were hoping the fight was going to be like. And thankfully, it's actually panning out to be like that type of show. And my gosh, I'm at a loss. I'm just at a loss as we're coming up on the end of the round right now. Wilder's still trying to go and fight back because it's the action. I dare say I'm at a loss for words because I'm trying to call it, but I'm just enamored at they're just throwing bombs. They're just throwing bombs. It's literally like whatever happens at this point. Oh shoot! This is insane, brother. This is ridiculous. This is everything. This is everything we could have asked for in this fight. This is everything we could have asked for in this. Oh gosh. Oh my word. I'm legit. I'm legit at a loss. Shoot. I'm like, I almost don't want to talk. I just had to compose myself. We're in round 3. I just had to get myself together. But I'm sorry, I wasn't talking a whole bunch because I was just shocked at what I was witnessing. Because I didn't know if I was gonna be like this. And so, short shots by Chisora. It's the start on my screen. It's the start of round 3. Both of them are still throwing bombs back and forth with each other. It has been an unforgiving war. Uppercut to the body. Another clinch by Deontay Wilder. They are just not quitting. I don't even know who won that last round. I'm not going to lie. I don't know who won that last round. Oh, big strike. Big right hand by Wilder, but it just misses. It just misses. Good hooks by Chisora on the inside. Consistently trying to throw. Wilder shaking his hand and saying to the crowd, hey, man, I got it. I know what I'm doing. Wilder again on the back foot trying to gauge out with that jab. Chisora again working on the inside. Chisora trying to duck down. Use that lower height. Wilder again circling. He's circling badly, but he's circling. Oh, good shot to the body by Chisora, though. I'm going to tell you, it's the body shots for Chisora and for anybody that fights against Wilder, they don't affect Deontay. That's the crazy thing. They don't affect him. Oh, good shot by Wilder. Oh, that might have hurt Chisora. That Chisora's hurt. Chisora's hurt. I think Chisora's hurt. That right hand got to him. Just missing with another right hand for Wilder. Missing with a hook for Wilder. I mean, this is one shot at a time. Minute and 10 left in round 3. Hook to the body again for Wilder. Or for Chisora, excuse me. Not hook to the body for Chisora. It's the short work on the inside by Chisora that is scoring points and scoring punches and is trying to do damage. Wilder is taking it very well, though. Big swing and a miss by Wilder. Another hook straight by Wilder. This is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you this though, watch out because at this pace, Wilder can get gassed by round 5. Just pawing with it. A shoving bit jab by Chisora. Chisora keeping Wilder on the back foot, trying to keep that pressure. Oh, big swing in the middle. Wilder almost lands a shot to the back of the head. Oh, Chisora. Oh, gosh, that would have been it. Oh, that would have been it. Oh. Chisora's in trouble. Something's in Chisora's eye. Hold on a second. I think Chisora's dealing with something. Chisora's got to survive. I think Chisora's saying he can't see. Wait a second, as the round ends. I think Deontay's saying he can't see. What's going on? Wait a second. This fight has had everything. We've had awkward ref stoppages, a literal almost kill shot that Wilder landed to the back of Chisora's head. Chisora saying something in his eye. I don't know. Can he not see? Can he not see? Can he not see? I'm not sure. What's the ref doing? I think Chisora was trying to say something to the ref saying like I'm hurt or I'm like I can't see. But it's this has been one of the most confusing clashes. I don't know what's going on. But we're starting round 4. A little big right by Wilder. I'm telling you, and we're seeing a little bit of a glimpse. We're seeing glimpses of that. We're seeing glimpses of that old Wilder. But then it goes back into the same back foot. Ooh, big shot by Chisora to the body yet again. If this doesn't come down to points, would a body attack of Wilder or of Chisora be valued enough by the judges? Because it's been there. He's been landing there. He's been taking what's available. Ooh, good jab. Ooh, good shot by Wilder, but it just misses. I'm telling you, man, both these people, they won't quit. They won't quit. But this is clearly not the same people. 2 minutes and 2 minutes into round 4. 2 minutes into round 4. I don't know who's winning. I'm not gonna lie. I might just be here for the vibes. I don't know who's winning this fight right now. Because it's been one of the strangest clashes of heavyweight talent Hooked by Wilder. They've been moving slow as dirt. Wilder is slow to see when Chisora's hurt. Chisora still relentlessly moving forward and trying to land. No, he's down. It's the clinch. He's not hurt, but the fatigue maybe starting to set in. Oh gosh! Oh, big uppercut by Wilder. Oh gosh! Wilder is telegraphing everything. And Chisora is just leaning, trying to work on the inside. This has been, another jab by Chisora. They're already tired. They're already tired. They already tired. But see, Chisora gets his second wind. That's the thing. Wilder ain't got his second wind. Oh, good short right by Wilder. Another short right by Wilder. Oh, he's spamming it. Wait a minute. He's spamming it. Oh, good shot. Oh, I think Wilder's hurt. I think Wilder's good. Oh, wait a minute. Wilder's hurt. Wilder's in trouble. Oh, shoot. The crowd's on their feet. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. 18 seconds left. Oh, shoot. Oh, he's hurt again. Oh, my gosh. He might be ready to go. 10 seconds left. Big right by Wilder. Big hook to the body by Chisora. Big over here by Chisora. Big another big over. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's pandemonium. Lefts and rights. Everything's whatever. AJ's getting into it. The round's over. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, if we could have retired, if this is it, they're going out with the bang. That crowd is in pandemonium. AJ's on his feet, walking to the ring, yelling and screaming, "Get him, boy! Get at him! This is..." Oh, gosh. I mean, could this go any other way? Could this be any other thing except for an outright, unrelenting, unforgiving slugfest for both of these guys? If this is it, I mean, what a swan song. If this is it, what a way to end it. If this is indeed a career. You got Tony Bellew on his feet. Shoot, this feels like a title fight at this point. As we get into round five, waiting at the halfway point. Wilder pulling out. He's looking for this big shot. He's hurt Chisora. Chisora's hurt Wilder. Chisora going back downstairs to the body. Or another good shot by Wilder with a short hook. Wilder, Chisora with a big hook. Wilder, he's actually, hey man, I'm telling you, we're seeing glimpses of that old Wilder. He's looking to throw more. He's trying to get there. 2 minutes, 30 seconds into round 5. Uppercut, a slow uppercut by Wilder, but it lands. Chisora pulling out with the big jabs, doing a little bit of his switching stances. Chisora switching stances on Deontay Wilder. Chisora, Darren Chisora is switching stances on Deontay Wilder. I never thought I'd see the day. Oh! Wait a second. Okay, Chisora just fell there. Okay, just end the clinch. My goodness, man. They're both tired. They're both winded. They're both. I mean, this is just two big men. There's no technique. There's no game plan. Big swing and a miss. That might have caught Wilder, excuse me. Short right by Wilder, though, that lands. I'm telling you, man, this is. Oh, big right by Chisora. That lands over the head. Wilder's throwing hammer fist at doggone Chisora. Another big swing by Chisora. What is going on here? What is this fight? We got Wilder throwing MMA hammer fists on the top of the head of Darren Chisora. If Wilder wants to win, he's got to actually throw the 1-2 coming forward. Wilder's got the distance. Wait, whoa, is he down? Was that a knockdown? Was that a frame? I don't tell you. The way Chisora keeps on falling over, it seems like he falls over like if somebody got caught with a good shot. But he's just falling over just because he's getting pushed off. This fight's insane, man. I mean, my gosh. I'm glad I decided to stream this. And I'm glad I got back home to stream it. This is insane. This is... Y'all, hey, look, I'm not demanding money, but I hope y'all give to this stream because this fight's worth it. I hope you give to this stream if you can, because this fight's worth it. Because I mean, this is just 10 seconds left in the round. I mean, this fight makes no sense. This fight makes no sense at all. And we're all still scared because something can happen at any point in time. Oh my gosh. As the round ends, my goodness, I'm telling you, Bird, this might be the worst fight of the... Look, this might be... I dare say it's fight of the year. Have you ever felt so much at the edge of your seat before? Have you ever felt as much as an unpredictable situation as you felt before? It's so... Love King. Brother, King, it's so fun. It's so fun. It's so entertaining. It's like... It's the best... It's the... This is everything you want. This is literally what everybody wants boxing to be. But it's the worst aspects of boxing entirely. Everybody's slow. Everybody ain't trying. It's just bombs everywhere. You're desperate. You're fatigued. There's no thinking. There's no game plan. But you know something can end. And when the moment's, oh gosh, big hook by Wilder. Big jab by Chisora as the round starts yet again. And they're just slugging it out. It's the worst fight in the world. And it's the best fight. Oh, big shot. Big uppercut by Wilder. Wait a second. Wilder started to throw with the conviction. Oh, Wilder's throwing with the speed. Wait a minute. Oh, good uppercut. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. He's changed his game. He's all of a sudden throwing. He's using the jab like he's supposed to. He's throwing shots to Chisora. He's turning him around. Big right by Wilder. Another big hook. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Oh, shoot. And the second he gets bad, we get that. Wilder, he's starting to speed up. It looks like he's gotten out of that snail's pace. He's throwing with real conviction. He's actually throwing with some purpose. That the semblances of the old Wilder at the halfway point in this fight, it's starting to come about. Big shot by Chisora, but Wilder's throwing quicker. He's throwing with the speed. Can you believe it? Wait a second. Chisora's cut on his eye. Chisora's cut on his left eye right now. Chisora's cut on his left eye. There is blood in the eye of Derek Chisora right now. Oh my gosh. None of our hand by Wilder. Oh shoot. Big uppercut. There's some speed there. What the world? There's speed from Wilder. The speed is actually back. What the world? What is going on? What the world is going on? Wilder didn't look like this for 5 rounds. All of a sudden, he is looking so much better. He's throwing. He's actually throwing. He's actually throwing. And the second he throws, then he switches back. See, I'm telling you, we get inklings of that old Wilder. Oh, another straight right. 2 short straight rights. He did a little bit of the Euro. The Euro step slightly came out before he threw that straight right hand. Oh my gosh. This is Wilder's round. This is the best round Wilder's had in about all his fights ever since he fought against Tyson Fury. I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to feel like the old Wilder. This is insane. He's using his speed again. Oh, good straight right by Wilder. Chisora's eating them well. They're landing now. This is the best round Wilder's had in his entire life. Of the similar. Good uppercut by Wilder. That was a big shot by Wilder. He was about to catch him. Oh, shoot. He was about to... Oh! Oh, my gosh! Hey, Burr, hey, look, share this stream. Everybody, please share this stream. Share this stream, like this stream. We got to get people on this stream. Brother Burr, you may be right. Wilder was getting ready to go if Chisora, if the ref hadn't came in. Wilder had framed Chisora. He was about to land another devastating right straight. He has in one round fought more like the old Deontay Wilder than I have seen in his last 5 fights. Oh my, since Tyson Fury. Oh my gosh. I can't believe, he's still fighting off the back foot. Like, look at this. He's throwing, like, he's no longer throwing with molasses. The fight all of a sudden looks like he's in, like, he looks like it's not slowed down anymore. We were just saying they were moving like snails. I don't know what got told to his corner. But my gosh, if this is life without Malik Scott, thank the Lord. I don't know what shifted, but brother, I'm seeing some hope. I'm seeing some hope. Oh my gosh. Show right by Wilder. Chisora still working downstairs to the body. Oh my gosh. Uppercut by Wilder. Hook by Wilder. It's still 1 or 2 punches, but he's throwing them in a lot more quicker succession. What the world? Leave a like on the stream. We're in round 7 right now. We're past the halfway point. Oh shoot, we're in the deep end. This is where Chisora can thrive. This is where we were saying Wilder was gonna gas out, but lo and behold, he's still staying put. He's still staying true. Official scorecard got this at a 50-50 fight right now. Right hand by Wilder. Oh shoot, man, I need some water. What the world? What in the world? What in the world? Big, good frame by Wilder. Hook by Wilder. Chisora now starting to throw on the inside yet again. They're both tired. We saw some legitimate hope from Wilder in that last round. Uppercut by Wilder. Good uppercut by Wilder. Oh, and he's trying to land again. This is insane. I'm seeing the closest thing to a good Deontay Wilder. I'm seeing the closest thing to a former. The rust may actually finally be shaken off. Good hooks by Chisora. It's deep waters, but my goodness, man. This is preposterous, man. Chisora has to stop ducking his head. He's not going to. He's not going to stop. Minute 11, round 7 right now. Wilder has looked good, better than we've seen in the last 2 years. Chisora is still doing great work to the body. Big swing by Chisora that lands on Deontay Wilder. He's not going to stop swimming. He's not going to stop ducking his head. It's going to be his game plan. Good 1-2 by Wilder. Uppercut again by Wilder. It's short. Again, Chisora's cut on his left eye. This is, brother. I'm watching this fight. 16 seconds left in round 7. 16 seconds left in round 7. Oh, gosh. Is he putting his hands down? Is he putting his hands down? Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh, wait a minute! He's trying to push him while he's there. What is going on? The round's over. What the world? I'm telling you. The round's over. Look, man. Could this be any better? Hey, look. Could this be any better? Could this be any better? Could this be any better? I'm telling you. This is. I'm so glad I streamed this fight. I am so glad I streamed this fight. I'm so glad I streamed this fight. This is everything I wanted and more. But notice. Let's get serious. Notice. I'm not just talking when I say that. I see a little bit of the old Wilder back. When he got down and when that takedown took place with Wilder and Chisora, he shoved Chisora's essentially body into the ground, trying to get up. Like he's that mean streak. A little bit is starting to show through. The conviction and the speed on some of these shots. And I said he just ain't got no more because of mental blockade. He's starting to use it. This fight shouldn't have been this competitive, but it is. There might be something percolating with Deontay. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. As we starting round 7, or round 8, excuse me. We starting round 8 right now. Big swing and a miss by Chisora. Good, but big shots by Chisora. And he's working on the inside of Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I want to see AJ now. I want to see AJ versus Wilder. I don't care if Wilder loses. I want to see a big uppercut that's coming out quick now. Good straight right by Wilder. He might have won that last round. I don't know how to score this fight, man. This is insane. Minute and 8, or 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in round 8. Or, excuse me, I'm sorry. 2 minutes, 10 seconds in round 8. 2 minutes, 10 in round 8. Big shot by Chisora. My gosh. Big shot by Wilder. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. Chisora's hurt. Chisora's hurt. Chisora's backing up. Oh, big shot by Chisora. What is going on? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, my goodness. Wilder's got him in trouble. Wilder's got him on the ropes. Wilder, go for it. Wilder, go for it. It's a minute 40 left in round 8. Minute 40 left in round 8. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chisora got hurt. Oh, he's down. Oh, he's down. Oh no. Oh, Chisora's down. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's up. Wilder, it might get it done. Oh, no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Oh, my gosh. Chisora's hurt. What's going on? Big right hand by Wilder. Oh, he's down. Oh, shoot. He's down again. They're calling it a slip. They're calling it a slip. What the world? Oh, my gosh. I'm going to lose my voice in this fight. Ref. Oh. Ref. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh! I'm at a loss for words. What? You're taking a point? You're taking a point for Deontay? For what? That is despicable. That is horrible. That is disgusting.
We got some problems here.
Why is he taking a point away? Either way, 33 seconds left in the round 8. 33 seconds left in round 8. Chisora's been down in this round. Good uppercut by Wilder. Wilder has been able to eat the shots of Derek Chisora. Crazy enough, he's looked as close to the bronze bomber of old as we've seen in nearly 4 years. Big straight right by Deontay Wilder. 10 seconds left in round 8. Chisora's hurt. Chisora's ready to go. Wilder is walking him down, hawking him down. Can Chisora survive? Can he survive? He's fighting. Wilder's fighting. Oh, big shot. Oh, Chisora's got him on the ropes. What is this fight? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. What am I seeing? This is the fight of the year. I don't care what anybody says. This is the fight of the year. This is the fight of the year. This is the fight of the year. I do not care. I could care less. This is the fight of the year. Great round. I mean, just the literal best round you could get. This is the fight of the year. I'm calling it right now. I could care less. I don't care how good it looks. It's not great boxing. It's not technical. It's nothing. But it is. You couldn't ask for a better You couldn't ask for better. You you couldn't ask for better. You could not ask for a better fight than what we're seeing right now. My gosh, we're in round 9. I'm at a loss, man. I'm at a loss, man. I'm just at a loss. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. My gosh, Wilder might be winning. This is the big hook by Derek Chisora. Oh my gosh. What do you do? What do you do here? Jab by Derek Chisora. Oh, big shot by Wilder. Yet again, but Chisora takes it. Chisora's still going, attacking the body. It has been a relentless body attack for Derek Chisora. But Wilder has been able to catch him in ways he hasn't caught anybody before in the last 3 years of his career. Yes. I'm at a loss, man. Ref breaks up a minute 57 in round. Yeah, if Wilder's fighting like this is all I asked for Deontay Wilder. Is Chisora bouncing around the ring? What the world? Big shot that misses for Derek Chisora. Short shots on the inside for Deontay Wilder. But this is the Deontay I have been asking for 3 years. Just go for what you know. When you don't think, you let your body just work, and his body's just working. His body's just working. He's got the chin to eat shots. He's got the speed to catch any opponent before they can react. And it's what's going on right now. 1-2 by Wilder. Good 1-2 by Wilder. Uppercut by Derek Chisora. 1 minute and 9 left in round 12 of this fight. I'm sorry, 1 minute left in round 9 of this fight. See, I'm talking so much, I'm getting delirious. Anything can happen at a moment's notice. Big cook misses for Chisora. Wilder's starting to get comfortable getting away from shots. Big hook to the body. I'm just smothering each other on the inside, working and doing whatever they can. Most entertaining fight of the year by far. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. 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 47 seconds left in round 7. Or in round 9, excuse me. 40 seconds, I'm sorry, 35 seconds left in round 9. This is ridiculous. We gotta actually start taking this fight seriously now. How the work can we see each one of them win? How can we see this win as we're getting into below 30 seconds? A good shot by Wilder. 10 seconds left in the round. Big shot that misses. Oh my gosh, Chisora trying to get out of dodge. Woo, boy, man. You couldn't. Yeah. That and say corner, perfect advice. The cornerman right now, the perfect advice that you need to give. You're hitting them, you're getting them, you're landing the right shots. Now it's time to put them together. Now it's time to start to throw that speed in combination. You have them backed up, you have them on the back foot, you have Wilder where you would want him. You do. Now it's time to go and turn it up and make it so that when be more conducive to when he's looking to try to recover and be more inclined to go, and when he throws those shots, because you know the pace that it's coming from, land the uppercuts, and if you can, double up on the same hand because you got the speed to, and it's getting to him. Your power is still there. It still exists. And my gosh, it can be a pair. Round 10. Who thought it would go this far? Who thought it would go this long? Jab to the body by Chisora. Straight right by Deontay Wilder. With conviction. Hook to the... A hook to the body and a doubling up. What? By Deontay Wilder. You would... If... I'm about to say I take everything back that I said about him. I take everything back that I've said about Deontay Wilder when I was criticizing him for the stuff that he wasn't doing. Oh my gosh. I take it back. This has been the most amazing thing. This has been the most amazing thing. This is preposterous in every sense of the word. I don't understand this, but it's working. It is working. Wilder is winning. Wilder is winning in a war against the likes of Derek Chisora. And he is crazy enough doing great work. Minute 58 left in round 10. Wilder got Chisora on the ropes. Chisora, he is tired. He is winded. Wilder pawing out the jab, trying to set up the straight right. Wilder trying to box a little bit. I'm surprised he doesn't just go for it now. I think they're playing possum at this point in terms of Wilder and Chisora. Chisora trying to set up something. Chisora trying to bait Wilder into throwing land something he can counter with. Chisora using that movement. Wilder again is keeping Chisora on the ropes. Chisora's willingly staying there. Using that crazy number, using a Philly shell. This has been the most, we've seen everything imaginable that we could see in this fight. Oh, big shot by Chisora trying to respond and counter Deontay Wilder. But swings and misses. Good shot by Deontay though. That lands on Derek Chisora. Hook to the body by Derek Chisora. Big shot by Chisora on Deontay Wilder. And the sweeping hooks as they both are clinching against each other. My gosh, man. The chin on Wilder. We've seen him knocked out. But my goodness, he can eat some punishment. Both of these people. Good uppercut by Wilder that almost lands on Chisora. Wilder walking around the ring, trying to pour out his jab. 46 seconds left in round 10. Another jab by Wilder. Big hook by Chisora. That lands. Another big hook by Chisora. That lands on Deontay Wilder. Wilder's smiling. 30 seconds left in round 10. Big uppercut that misses. Hook for Derek Chisora. Hook for Chisora that lands again on the head. Another hook for Chisora that lands on the head. Another hook for Chisora that lands on the inside. Just trading tit for tat. Punches and bunches. Blows are going to plenty. Wide sweeping shots by Derek Chisora. 10 seconds, going into 10 seconds left in this round. My gosh, man. This crowd is going insane. I mean, give him a standing ovation already. Give him a fight of the year. Hey, Dana White, since you're involved in boxing now, give both of these folks a fighter's purse. Just because. I don't care that you ain't involved in this fight. This has been the most amazing thing I've seen. This has been the most amazing thing I've seen. To think we would ever see this version of Wilder ever again. And to still see Derek Chisora boxing in this manner of complete relentless effort. It's ridiculous. Let me see. Who these English got? I think one of them was an actor. I think he played in Mobius. One of them, the guy on the right of the screen. They big over there in the UK. He's been featured in a couple of Marvel movies and a couple of really, really good shows over here in the US as well. I've seen him on BritBox as well for a lot of other segments. Phenomenal. But either way, back to the fight at hand. Look now, every star in the UK is out. We in the championship rounds. There's not a title on the line. It does not matter. We are in the thick of it. I don't believe this. We're at round 11. We are at round 11 of a fight that's been everything under the sun. Unpredictable in every facet. Big hook by Deontay Wilder. Jab by Deontay Wilder. Wilder fighting off the back foot, still throwing out the jab. Good paw and jab by Chisora. Hooks to the body by Derek Chisora. This is insane. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into round 11. Chisora's face is swelled up, but he's still coming at him. Wilder trying to go and box and move on the back. Good straight right by Deontay Wilder, but Chisora takes it well. Another jab by Deontay Wilder. As they're both in the clinch yet again. This is a modern day classic. This has been a modern day classic. In the middle of this fight, he's found how to use that jab again. Good straights by Derek Chisora. Just pawing out with those jabs, trying to go through. And if anything, and look, if I'm Deontay Wilder, I am looking to try to counter that jab that Chisora tries to throw and beat it out with the straight right. Because Chisora is trying to work you to the corner and then land. I'm trying to say, because he's telegraphing. Wilder's got the speed to capitalize and land on that, land with his own straight right before Chisora can get his jab off. If he takes advantage of that one specific opening. He got a chance at really cracking Chisora and potentially putting him down. Putting him down and putting him out hypothetically. But this is in crazy situation. Wilder's in enemy territory. He needs a KO. He might. He just might. I mean, like, I don't know what's gonna be valued. Is the body attack gonna be valued more? Oh, big shot by Wilder though. 50 seconds left in round 11. Chisora gets off balance. Big shot. Oh, that's a knockdown. Oh, it's a knockdown. Oh, it's a knockdown. It's a knockdown. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Another straight right by Wilder. It's a knockdown. He shot. Wilder scored a knockdown. Oh, my gosh. I didn't know. Oh. Is that a knockdown? That's a knockdown. Oh, shoot. They both scored knockdowns back to me. What in the world? What is this fight? Back to back. I think that one was more of a slip than the one that Wilder had on Chisora. Big hook by there, Chisora. Big fight by Deontay Wilder. Oh, good shot by Chisora by after the bell. Whoa, shoot, man. Yeah, no, now, I got to see the replay. What, Chisora got caught with a shot as he was falling back on the ropes. That was an actual knockdown. Wilder, I couldn't see if the shot landed or if he got caught with a legitimate punch. I need to see the replay. I got to see the replay. Let me see. Chisora was on the ropes. He was hurt. Ducked down. Falling back. Whiff might have thought that was a punch. Could both of those have been slips? Because I look like Wilder slipped. Shoot, man. I don't know. Because of that, I don't know who's winning. All right, man, this might be it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fight that's had everything under the sun. I don't know what's going to happen. This is it. Round 12 of this championship. Not even a championship fight, but it might as well feel like it. The crowd is buzzing. The world is watching. Everybody is looking to see what can transpire. I don't know who's up. I don't know who's winning. They both have traded multiple knockdowns as with the ref's discretion, both of them being counted. I don't know who's going to win. Chisora's gotten up from Deontay Wilder's power. Wilder has gotten up from, allegedly, Chisora's power, even though we don't know if those punches landed cleanly for Derek Chisora. It's going to be nothing but war for the rest of this round. This is it. Uppercut by Wilder. Big right hand by Wilder. Oh, another right hand by Wilder. The Wild style has got to come back. It's been nothing but limbs and bodies slapping against each other, trying to get the advantage. Oh, my gosh. Listen, up, hooks downstairs. Big shots by Chisora on the inside. Again, more rough and tumble work. Oh my gosh. My goodness. This is the greatest thing. Good right hand by Chisora. Right hand by Wilder misses. This might be a draw. Good jab. This might be a draw. This could very well be a draw. And I'm not mad at it. Both of them in the center of the ring. A minute and 20, left in round 12. Oh my gosh. I'm about to lose my voice. Uppercut by Wilder. Chisora lands. This is. Words can't describe this right now. 57 seconds, the last minute, and what has been a modern day heavyweight classic between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder. Trading knockdowns, trading blows. Chisora showed he's one of the toughest people out here. Oh, I think something happened to Chisora's foot because he's kind of hurt. Big hooks. Wilder, you're going to have to go for it now. 30 seconds left if you want to make sure you can secure the win. Wilder, you might just go guns blazing. 30 seconds into round 12 in a fight that's been unforeseen. Big swing and a miss by Derek Chisora. Wilder, it's gonna have to be you gotta throw first. It's gonna have to be 15 seconds every round. 15 seconds every round. 12. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Big shots by Derek Chisora. I mean, just falling into each other. Come on. My goodness. Fight's over. What a war. What a fight. What a car crash.
We got some problems here.
I'm going to tell you this. Wilder should be proud. Derek Chisora should be proud. This was... It's just complete and utter devastation. This has to be a draw. This has to be a draw. It has to be. It was the body attack of Derek Chisora versus the more damaging, cleaner punching of Deontay Wilder. They both had knockdowns counted for them in the same round with each other when they both scored knockdowns on each other. I don't know who won this fight. And frankly, I don't care. I don't care. After seeing this, Anthony Joshua, call him out. Call him out. Come on. Come on. Call him out. Call him out. If this is it for Chisora, what a way to leave this sport. You want to talk about there was no fight that better put the embodiment of everything Derek Chisora has done in his career and who Derek Chisora was as a boxer than this. Not one fight better encapsulates what Derek Chisora has been than this fight right here. None whatsoever. We the fans win with this one. Oh, we do. We do. Oh, we do. And let me tell you something. From the build up to the end, this was entertaining. And I dare say I watched this because I was scared we were going to see a Wilder that was the last hurrah for both. This was, I mean, just a standing ovation. There's nothing, you can't say nothing but a standing ovation. The crowd should give both of these people the flowers that they deserve. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I was dead wrong as to what this fight was going to be like. I knew it was going to be bloody. I didn't think it was going to go the distance. I didn't think it was going to be as close to a draw as we could see. That's the reason why the judges are taking so long trying to see who won this fight. I don't know how you scored. I don't know how you scored this fight. I mean, like, you might lean towards Chisora if you see that the body work that he was doing and the more collective punching was better. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say this, though. Wilder could have gotten a knockout in this fight. But the one thing, with everything that I saw, Wilder actually showed, okay, there's some stuff that came back for Wilder that was of old. The recognition of when somebody's hurt, it still took a second for him to recognize, okay, boom, I need to put pedal to the metal. When he got it, okay, boom, he committed to it. Like here, right here on the replay, through the combinations, he saw Chisora was in a bad way, and he pounced on it immediately. But there was another situation where Chisora was in a block state a little bit, but it took a second for Wilder to recognize it and then go through and capitalize on it. If he had recognized a couple of those opportunities that Chisora was hurt sooner, it would have been worthwhile. He probably could have gotten this knockout. But that crazy enough, after round 5, we saw the closest thing to the bronze law that we've been begging to see than we've seen throughout the last 3 years. We getting the decision right now. I'm trying to hear what they got to say. No matter what this goes, no matter where this fight goes, I mean, just testament to both of them. They're reading the judges' scorecards now. $115, $111 for Wilder. 115, 112 for Chisora. It's going to be 114. 115, 113. 115, 113 for who? Oh my gosh, he did it! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Wilder got the nod in a complete. Oh my gosh! I think it should have been a draw. Either of them winning, no issue whatsoever. I thought that should have been a draw. No fighter should have lost that fight. It was that close. If any fighter won, I am not mad at any fighter winning. Be clear. This is not a robbery. This is not a bad decision. It could have gone. You could, if you watched that fight, you could have made an argument for either one of those scorecards being the right scorecard. That's how much of an ebb and flow swing you could have saw this fight. It was that much of a competitive thing. There's no issue with the numbers. There's no issue with the scoring. But I'm telling you right now, I do believe it should have been a draw. But Wilder did enough for the judges to get it done. It was the more powerful, cleaner shots that he was landing that I think caught the eyes of the judges more than the relentlessness of Chisora. Wilder was able to operate in the midst of the relentless pressure. I think that's what got the judges on his side. But I'm telling you, man, like, this is back to back. And of the last, 5 fights in his career, this has been the best win so far. That's the best win so far. It's the best win so far for Deontay Wilder. Back to back since the wins were earned on. Bring on AJ now. Bring him on. Bring him in the. Wow, AJ, step in. Hearn, you got money right in front of you. Come on. Make that fight happen. Because this is, like, I don't blame him that he's winded. This was, I don't know what to say. After this, like I said, this was, Wilder needed to win this fight. Now that he's got it, he'd be there to Chisora. Or is he going to retire? What's he going to say? I'm listening to what he's going to say he's going to do next. I'm sorry. I went quiet because I was trying to listen to what Deontay Wilder was saying and if he was going to retire or keep on fighting. He said he's going to keep on boxing. And he's going to get better and better and better. Talked about how now that he had healed, you could see exactly what the Wilder that you have been missing. This is what we can see. Now, there's still a ways off from the full melding of the old Deontay Wilder. But this is the closest he's gotten to in a number of years. And if he can do it here, I'm excited. I am interested to see what he could do against Anthony Joshua now. I'm interested. Let me see. Overall, good live, Welch. You did it again. Hey, man, look, I'm glad that you liked it. I hope that you all really did appreciate it. I mean, like, we were, I'm winded. I'm tired. We can have a little bit of a post-fight show and say what goes on around here. I'll say this. Do we think Derek Chisora should retire if he's able to fight like this? Because, my word. Oh. Hold on, wait. I'm listening to see Derek Chisora. Is this it? Is this really it? Is he done? I'm trying to hear if Chisora's gonna say that he's finished or not. 'Cause I think this is gonna be it. Well, let me see. Wilder should just retire as well. I, if he did, I'm not mad. If he did, I'm not upset. If he did retire, I am not upset at all. Okay, so he's saying that he's done. So this is gonna be it for Chisora. But like this fight showed me what I didn't know Wilder still had. There may be something else there, or at least there is improvement that can be made. At least some of the stuff that we were saying Wilder work on in the gym came to fruition on the night. We were able to legitimately see something that we saw from Deontay Wilder that we didn't think we would ever see. Getting back to prime form. Getting back to his actual, genuine, at least close to his former self. And if he can continue this, and we buy into that, the whole he's healed, he's recovered, he's better off, and he can still do some work, there may be still some fights on the horizon that I would like to see. There might be. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hear, but are you done or not? Okay, yeah, he's retired. Okay, I just had to make sure. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure that he's actually done, and so is Derek Chisora. Because it's like some a little bit iffy, but no, he is done. But even still, with Wilder coming through, there's fights I want to see him in now. I would not be mad if we want to talk about Wilder going in and fighting. We want somebody to put him down, and we want to see other people still go up and grow as the young potential talents. Hey, he could be a name for a resume like Moses the Talent. Maybe the AJ fight we would love to see take place. I want to make that fight happen. And if we can make that fight take place with Anthony Joshua, sorry, I'm still trying to listen, and make sure I'm not missing any of the plans of what's going to transpire. But I will, for last thing I'll say, because I'm repeating myself, I'll walk back, at least to some degree, the concern that Wilder shouldn't be in the ring anymore. I still don't think that if he retired, I still don't think that he should keep on fighting for long. And if he retires, I'm still on board with that. But this win at least gave me a notion. He beat somebody with momentum that I thought was going to go and take him out entirely. Yet he was able to still not just hold his own, but get a win in a fight that, at this point in time, you can argue fight of the year. You really can. As much as messy as it was. So with that being the case, there are some fights that I still would say I can legitimately entertain. And if this is a sign of a better thing to come for Wilder, okay. I'm fine with seeing where this road can go. Because like I said at the start of the broadcast, when Deontay Wilder's in the thick of conversation at the heavyweight division, the world of heavyweights is a whole lot more entertaining. And I think, though he's not at the elites, nowhere close, he's back in the conversation for the heavyweight division. And because of that, this division just got a little bit more interesting. We're going to talk about that more come Tuesday afternoon, because I guarantee you we got to go and wrap it up and send it home, and I got to go and get on out of here. Let me see. Hey, look, Julius, hey, you were right, bud. You were right, man. I can't say nothing. You were right. You were right. And I'm there saying I'm glad you were right, because we got ourselves a fight. That was a fight of the year. That was a fight of the year. That was a fight that completely shocked and overachieved on every single one of our expectations when it came to Wilder. Every single one of them. And Chisora. It was not even close. The level of entertainment that I thought we were going to get versus what we got. Hey, man, Bomb Squad now got back-to-back wins. And this is the first win that I can say in this most recent stint. All right, that's a good win. That was a good win. That was a good win. And where this goes from here, we're going to find out. We're going to go and end off this show, and we're going to go and let you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon and get ready for Tuesday as we talk more on boxing and beyond on our show, The Watch Reports. We appreciate you all tuning in, and we're so glad that you all came in and listened. But we got to end the show off with a bang and get on out of here. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and listening to the show with us on today. We appreciate all of you coming in, coming out on this live fight commentary of Deontay Wilder versus Derek Chisora. Happy Easter to everybody all around the globe. I believe it's Easter that's coming up, or at least it might be even tomorrow. Either way, happy holidays, happy Easter, happy everything. We can't wait for you to come through. If I got my holidays mixed up, my apologies. That's my fault. But even still, we can't wait to be back with you all on Tuesday afternoon. Everybody enjoy your outing and enjoy the rest of your weekend. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Leave a like on the video before you leave. Keep on commenting your thoughts and opinions on everything you like, you didn't like about the show, so we can keep on making this show bigger and better for the viewing and listening public. If you can support the channel, please. We got Cash App, PayPal, links down below in the description, Super Chat, Super Gift, stickers, and the like. If you can support the channel, it would mean the world to me to help make this show better and to make this show even more entertaining for you, the viewers and listeners at home, as well as helps me to pay the bills on my end of the spectrum. Thank you to everybody who came in, tuned in, showed up, chatted, and showed out for this show. Y'all made this stream absolutely phenomenal. And if you keep on letting people know where this is the place to be, we're going to keep on growing as a community and making this place oh so special. And I hope I did you all right. And I hope I made you all very much entertained. And I hope you enjoyed our stream on today. But we got to wrap this show up and send it home. One more time. Cash App, PayPal, links down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the Super Chat button if you want to support this channel. Leave a like on this stream. Go back and hype up the last shows that we've had on our channel. And hey, we gonna go and do what we do best and give you all quality entertainment come Tuesday afternoon. So I've been Jean-Luc Welch. Y'all have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for watching the great war of Wilder versus Chisora, and peace and love. Oh, we right here. Yes, sir. We gonna see you all on Tuesday for capping all of the fight action this week and so much more. Be safe, be blessed. Salute to you. Peace and love. And we out of here. Yes, sir. We gonna see you all on Tuesday. And hey, can't wait to see y'all back.